We are live. We are live. All right, give me just a second. I got to cue up the intro.
Okay.
Oh, dang. They can hear all of this too. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Balls. All right, here we go. I'm your host, Sabrina Salvati. I'm your host, Sabrina Salvati. Hey, what is going on, guys?
Dooby-dooby-doo.
I told you I had some special guests.
Hey guys. Happy Friday.
Woo-hoo!
Friday night.
Friday. Everybody, welcome. I have RJ, known as Revolutionary Jargon. What's up, RJ?
I'm doing great. I like the intro, like your pictures. It's very beautiful. Really shows where you're coming right now in terms of your content, type of guests you have on your show. Love your show. This is the first time I've ever been on your show, so very happy.
No, you were on before.
Oh, right. I forgot. I totally forgot. Oh, the panel. Fuck. I'm sorry.
I have Andy from FHL.
Hello. It's my first time on the show. I think.
And we have Meg, as you guys know, Killjoy Meg from FHL as well.
Hey guys. Dooby-dooby-doo. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now. And Sweet Drifter, I will not admit that Joker is the only revolutionary. Poison Ivy. She's an eco-terrorist. She's a revolutionary. I love Poison Ivy. Joker's not the only one, babe.
All right, guys.
I love you anyway.
I wanted to do a nightcap. So tonight I am having Rosemary's Baby. It's a pumpkin ale. I know some of you hate pumpkin ales and you think they're like gross, but I actually do like them. And this is by Two Roads. So I will be having this tonight. And welcome to SABBY SABS podcast. I'm your host, Sabrina Salvati. I wasn't going to leave you guys hanging. I saw some of you in the chat saying, come back, Sabby, come back after the interview. So I couldn't let you guys go out like that. So I'm back for a Q&A session so you can ask me anything. So I'm going to say hey to some people. Oh, that's a good question. Why is RJ wearing a mask?
Oh, yeah. I am forever at school because I am at college who have no life. So we were mandated on campus to really wear masks. So that's kind of what I have to do.
Thank you for that op-ed there, RJ.
Yeah.
Greg Broom says, this is to you, Meg. Does only DC count? If not, Killmonger is definitely a revolutionary.
Definitely. Yeah, Killmonger is most definitely a revolutionary. Like, he is, Jackie and I say all the time on the show, he is probably one of the most sympathetic villains that has ever been put to screen, in my humble opinion. And Killmonger, definitely. Like, he had the right idea, he had the wrong approach.
Diane said that her mom's name is Rosemary, and you are a baby. Damn. Oh, Diane. Oh.
You are Rosemary's baby.
Wow.
God bless.
I know, man. I bet you Diane got like a lot
all
of
the jokes. You got all the jokes growing up. Are you demon spawn?
Nick said Killmonger is an imperialist.
I mean, like I said, he had the wrong approach. He had like, whenever you listen to him, he had, very revolutionary ideas, but his approach was imperialist. You're absolutely right.
Killmonger was G-Hive.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
Andy.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Andy, that could be a meme. Oh, oh. All right. I know some of you saw my interview that I did with Kim Iverson. Oh my God. Guys, the chat comments, you got to understand on this end, I don't have a producer. Like when we do FHL roundtable, one of us is a producer.
Yeah.
So when the comments come in really fast, it's hard because I want to pay attention to the guest. I want to focus on them. It's a little bit different when I do news, but when I have a guest, I'm trying to focus on them. I'm trying to look at the chat too to get you guys' like perspective. But when the comments are coming in so fast like that, I can't get everything. So there were some things that were missed, and I think if you sent me something like a super chat or whatever and I didn't get to it, I apologize. Like I told you guys, I really need like somebody. I've had moderators, but I need someone to come in and produce. Like especially when I have like a guest on, and there's a lot of comments that are gonna come through.
Say the word, Savvy. Any one of us is here for you.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my God, I know where we keep all these comments. I was like, but let me see some of the stuff here. Christian Sabby, what triggered you to be as spicy as you are now? What events made you decide this shit is too much? I can open that up to the panel as well. For me, it's one person. His name was Obama. And he was really disappointing to me because I believed everything that he said. Like when he said that it was time for a change, yes, we can. I really thought that we were heading in that direction.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's the first Black president. I bought into that whole, what is it, identity politics. I bought into that. I bought into all that stuff. And then for him to get in office and then to see him just behave just like the people who came before him, it was like a crushing blow, man. It was I don't know. I thought when we got a Black president, I thought he was going to go in there and really like fuck shit up.
I think a lot of people thought
We all thought.
Oh yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And it was really disappointing, especially with the current work that I'm doing with Real Progressives in the new Untouchable series. How much fraud and corruption we're actually finding out is currently in the banking industry, in the mortgage industry, and millions and millions of Americans are getting foreclosed on for no reason at all, right? They basically are having their house stolen. And Obama said, well, although it was unethical, it wasn't really illegal. And it's like, that's kind of a lie, Brock. And so that epitomized his presidency, right?
Yeah.
All the things he said he was going to do at the beginning didn't happen, right? We were talking about, I believe, now quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe that he was talking about Medicare for all during the campaign. He had basically a focus group to ask them about the possibilities of Medicare for all. And the people he brought into this focus group were giants within the healthcare industry and big pharma. And what do you think they said? Which is basically why Medicare for all didn't happen. So, I'm with you, Sabby.
I just want to shout out Rome. Thanks for the super chat, Rome. RJ is looking sexy today.
Well, I can comment on that. Thank you, Rome. I appreciate the comment. But I must say, I'm sexy every day. So I appreciate the comment, but let's get something straight here. So
I love the
thank
confidence. Ooh.
Look at that. Yeah.
I'm going to answer this question really quick. Vix Vapor Rub, why are you now an anime character, Sabby? Okay, good question. One of my subscribers actually, she heard me on a live stream saying like, do you guys want me to start merch? And I said I didn't know how to go about doing it with looking for like the artwork basically. And she created that character that you see on the thumbnail, and she sent it to me and asked me like if I would like to use it for merch. And I was like, yeah, this is great. Like I really like that. That was really cool. So it's been a big hit. Apparently, like that's the most popular item like right now.
Mhm.
So that was from Divas Doodles. Her name is Yvonne, and thanks so much to her for that. I'm gonna go to the super chat, and then I'm gonna make sure I go to Meg as well about what radicalized her. Just want to make sure I don't miss it because I know I missed. The Red Precurian said, "Hola, compañeros y compañeras. Sabby, I loved your interview with Kim Iverson." That's nice to hear because
Yeah, I saw some fiery takes right before we went on.
yeah, some people were
I was like, ooh.
It
some
seems
people
like the
were
interview.
not nice.
Seems like the interview was very polarized because I
Yeah.
was working all day, so I didn't even see the interview. I'm afraid
Yeah,
to even
I have to
ask
go
what was
back.
it about.
Yeah, I have to go
Yeah.
back and watch it.
What did
Meg,
you think of it,
what
Sabby?
radicalized you, Meg?
I would definitely say whenever we went into the Iraq War, for starters, because I mean I was only in like the 9th grade when we went into Iraq, and I was just like, we had just finished studying the Vietnam War, so I was just like, sorry, hold on,
Pup pup.
Pup had to come into the room. But yeah, so that was the first thing because we had just finished studying Vietnam, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to turn into another Vietnam War. Absolutely. Go away. Sorry. No, that was my sister. Sorry. But anyway, sorry. So now I just lost my train of thought. But so first Iraq, and then right in 2008 I volunteered for Obama, so I definitely fell for the Obama shtick too. And then after that, after Obama, the next thing that really got me was was a lot of the hashtag activism that I was seeing on Twitter, especially like yes all women and things, and that really started pushing me more into like feminism, pushing me further and further left. And then Bernie, so that's really the progression. Like, because I was like, I don't want to vote for Hillary Clinton. I don't know what's going on. Like, am I gonna be forced to vote for Hillary Clinton? And then I saw Bernie Sanders, so it's like, finally somebody who's speaking to the issues that I care about.
Yep.
And so that was really the thing that really was basically the linchpin of me continuing to be a shit lib or moving further left. And seeing what happened with Bernie, that changed everything. And I just continue moving further left. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout out these super chats. Thanks, Matt, for the super chat. FHL must be doing good work of
Give
you
me 1 sec.
guys. If you guys have this many trolls this early. Well, thanks, Matt.
Yes.
It's funny.
Is that a compliment? I think that's a compliment.
I think so. Also, shout out to the Red Precarian for the super chat. I disagree with Kim Iverson's takes, but I thought Sabby Sabs was very professional. All right, so let's talk about that. Thanks so much for the super chat. What I do want you guys to know is that when I reach out to potential guests to get them to come on, I have a list of things that I want to talk about. I do that with everybody. And it has been brought to my attention, like as recently, some of you are like, well, what about the eviction thing and stuff? And I asked her about the eviction, her opinion about that. Some of you were like, watch the video with Primo Radical. I haven't seen that interview. I'll feel free to check it out. But the thing is, the point that I'm trying to make is that when I ask people to come on, it's not to attack people. And I want everybody to understand that. Some people that come on, I'm not going to agree with them on everything, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk to them. And that's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying time and time again. Like, if we can't just talk to people who are in our space, we can't just talk to people that we agree with. We need to talk to people who have different opinions than us as well. And we still, at the end of the conversation, we still may not agree. And that's okay. But that's one of the things I want you guys to understand.
But it was an exchange of ideas, right? Which doesn't happen anymore, right? Mm-hmm. We stay in our own little echo chambers. We only listen to opinions that are like ours, right? Why is it that if we think that we are on here, you know, to educate people, to educate ourselves, but to also educate others, right? And be that exchange of ideas. Why does that have to be someone in our own tribe?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I have that conversation with someone who is diametrically opposed from me politically?
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
How else do we find out what we have in common? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the difference. Of all the people that are out there in the United States right now, okay, who are left-leaning, left-center, what have you, 75 million people voted for Donald Trump, right? Are you going to cancel them because of that? Because if you want things to change the United States, then a large number of those people are going to have to be on board with that change. And you can't do that unless you're having open dialogue with people on that side of the fence. Right? I know it's an uncomfortable thing to do sometimes, and I think that people get frustrated because they have members of their own family that are opposed to those viewpoints, right? And it can be frustrating. You know, I'm 55. There's not a lot of 55-year-old guys that are as far left as I am that aren't already doing this type of thing, right? My small circle of friends at home here, you couldn't be more conservative. They're still my friends. If I have a conversation with them, I want it to be constructive, right? I just think that we're this whole punching sideways thing is killing our movement. And that's not just the people that aren't like us. That it's the people that are like that or they're doing that. Cancel culture is a real problem.
Yeah,
I agree.
And it's something that people, I hate to say it, but it's something that conservatives complain about a lot about the left. They say that we're so quick to like cancel people.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I just can't. Rome is in the chat. Rome, why didn't you hop on? Rome.
He said he didn't want to because he didn't want to like get you.
He didn't want to get us in trouble.
Oh shoot. Oh, Rome.
I think he's in the principal's office right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want your.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to accidentally burn the stream down.
I love Rome. That is true. But, I mean, Andy's definitely right. Like, there is definitely a problem with cancel culture and everything like that. I mean, if any of y'all saw what was going on Twitter today, like, people were crazy today. Like, people were, like, starting to, like, want to cancel me for having a Canadian flag in my name but, like, a lot of the people who were coming after me for that, they were mad because I was saying, like, hey, are you done trying to cancel, Sky Daddy yet? It's like, I mean, because I don't agree with Sky Daddy on a lot of stuff, but I don't agree with her on a lot of stuff, but I still respect her right to say what she wants to say, and she's very blunt, but it's like you can't like you're just making her stronger by trying to cancel her. Like she went from 20,000 followers to like 30 something followers.
And that's just a testament to her strength.
Right? And that's what's so funny about the whole thing. And so yeah, I was mocking people because they were trying to cancel her. So yeah, it's like, have you is she canceled yet? It's so stupid. Like, honestly, you can have your disagreements with people, but when you try to cancel them and try to do this mass unfollowing bullshit, honestly, that's what happens. You just make people stronger. And we should be willing to have those types of conversations with people. Like, yeah, maybe I don't agree with what Sky Daddy has to say, but I would happily have her on my show in order to talk about a lot of that stuff and talk about, some of the things that people are calling her out for. Like, let's have those conversations. Because I know that because the only way that those views are going to change or if we're having those conversations. Like, even when it comes to Kim, my brother is a libertarian. But he and I, we get along based on talking about things like the NSA and a lot of the government oversight and stuff like that. But especially with a lot of the vaccine stuff, I send him a lot of Kim's videos, and he's like, oh, you know what, I actually like this channel, and it opens conversations for me to be able to like move him left on some issues. So, you know, and I did it even when Crystal and Sagar were on the show too. I would send those videos to my brothers because they're both conservative, and I would like, you know, would open conversations with them about things that are happening. So I think that you may not agree with Kim Iverson, but at least she has a point of view that you can have conversations about. You may not always like where the conversation goes, but those conversations are still worth having.
Jean said, who is trying to cancel Kim? No one. Oh, Jean, you should have seen some of the comments in the chat.
Oh my.
It just, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, we may not agree. You may not agree on everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those people that I'm not someone that's going to bring someone on with a sole purpose to attack them. That's not how I am. But I thought it was good to hear like another perspective. And I don't know if you guys caught the very beginning, but the very beginning, we were talking about like what it's like being a woman in independent media, about how we get attacked more. Like we were talking about that. We were talking about how she ended up on the Hill. We were talking about people that seem to be exempt from having their videos like demonetized on YouTube. We were talking about that too. So there were a lot of things that were said in that interview that I think could be helpful for a lot of people to hear, whether you agree or disagree.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. And one thing that I just wanted to mention is that we always have to remember when you're dealing with the American experience, for lack of a better term, the most successful propaganda machine in the history of the world is the American propaganda machine, right? People are fighting through a lifetime of propaganda to get to the truth, right? So if we think in terms of that journey, there not being just 2 points in that trip at the beginning and at the end, that people are traveling that, they're trying to, you know, shape their opinions to best fit their what they believe in, but you can only process the information you have. So as people go along that journey to betterment and for the betterment of society, because I think people have a good heart, and I think that's what most people want, right? We can't chastise for those people that haven't gotten maybe as far as we have, right? And I don't mean that to sound pretentious, but if I can help in any way bring someone with the strength and courage of somebody like Sky a little bit farther along, then that's good for me and it's good for her because of her strength and because of her potential voice out there. That could be a very powerful ally, right?
Yeah, I want to answer Mad Marx's question really quick. Who do you like in the Boston's mayor race, if anybody? I haven't decided between Andrea and Michelle. I'm stuck between those two. And I still need to do some more research. Just being honest with you.
Yeah, so really about the whole Sky thing, which was interesting. It was pretty upsetting to see Meg get all the attention because, like, it was kind of my fault, really, about the ethos because I'm the one who made a video about it. And, like, do I agree with everything Sky says? No. But here's my take on it. I said in my video, even on the FHL channel, is that I saw some people announce that they're unfollowing her on Twitter. I'm like, one, not only did they announce it via tweet, they also tagged her Twitter URL in their tweet saying, "Do not follow this account." So you're doing the job for her. So essentially, you're showing people, "Hey, this is the account to follow." Then at the same time, like you're trying to tweet at her, going after her, and it's just like she says all the time, she gives no fucks. She calls you guys sheep all the time. So it's just like it's not going to bother her. So this whole like campaign to cancel her, like, hey, do we have things we disagree with her on? Sure. But it's not going to work because at the same time, she doesn't care. So, and if you want her canceled, the best way for someone to be canceled is by not bringing them up. So when you bring her up all the time, look at her follow count. Before y'all tried canceling her, 20K. Now she's at what, 34? So how's that working out for you? Like that's what I said in the video this entire time. So that was just my take on that.
Yep.
Let me get to this super chat really quick because I don't want to miss that. Greetings, wicked bastard. Kim said her friends got rental assistance when they didn't need it. Therefore, everyone must have received it, and no one is really behind on rent. Not saying cancel her, but some pushback would be appreciated. Yeah, I know. Thanks for the super chat, wicked bastard.
Yeah, I think you
I
had
don't.
one other one above it.
Oh, see, that one didn't even show up. You guys see this? How sometimes it don't show up at the top? Thanks so much for the super chat, Red Precarian. I was once a libertarian. I'm a communist now. What?
See, it can be done.
Absolutely. It's not
Yeah.
as far a step as you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah. Yeah, but going back.
The rental assistance, I was gonna say that I know in Massachusetts that this is what I read like a month ago that 90% of the applications were declined. The people that applied for it. But you're in the same boat, Mad Marxist. Yeah, I'm stuck between Andrea and Michelle. Hopefully I'll figure this out at some point. But it is what it is. Eric Thomas said, would be good to address Kim's claim that eviction crisis is not a thing. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good. See, this is why it's not. Next time around, I will have somebody monitoring the chat besides myself. Because this is what happens sometimes when somebody's on, and I'm sure Meg and RJ, you may have had this happen before too. You have like a guest on, and you're trying to look at the chat and the guest at the same time, and it's like,
Mm-hmm. Wait, what did you just say?
Exactly.
Yeah. Could you repeat that?
yeah, that's a good point, Eric. That's a good point. But it was interesting. I mean, like her take on the squad was the same as ours.
Sure. Absolutely.
But it was weird. Like some people, I don't know, this could have been a troll. I'm not sure. Some people in the chat were saying she was like TYT, which didn't make any sense because she was already criticizing TYT earlier in the interview. So I was like,
I disagree with that.
Who said that FHL was AOC simps?
What?
When did I see that this afternoon? Somebody said that.
Yeah, that was on mine.
Name one episode on FHL in which we simped for AOC. If anything,
Right?
we kind of went after her on some stuff.
Yes. We might be genocidal flag people, but we're not AOC simps.
Yeah. That was a far reach.
Yeah.
F Thomas said, yes, Sabby, have some mods. I tried. Like, listen, yesterday I tried. I was like, I need a mod for tomorrow. I tried. Yeah. Oh. I should have reached out to Quaker.
But yeah, we were called AOC adjacent Socidems.
Oh, that might be worse.
It's like, tell me that you've never seen an episode of FHL without telling me that you've never seen an episode of FHL.
Pretty much.
Deep Moody said FHL or AOC simps. You watching from an alternative universe. Yeah, like what the hell? We were just criticizing her on the round table.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Matthew. Always looking out.
Does this mean we're streaming to Parlay or something? Maybe that's why.
What's going on, Andy Love?
Hey,
Hey.
Andy.
Indy gets that special shout out, you guys. This helps with a lot of stuff. Indy, I needed you earlier, man. I needed either you or Reef, one of you guys.
Ooh, Mari's got a good question.
Oh, you would like to help, Eric? I'm going to hold you to that. You live here too, so I remember that, Eric. What were you saying, Meg?
Maury number 2 has a good question.
Let me see. I'm behind on
Maury
that
2 says, "Hi, Sabby. This is a chill question. Coffee or tea?"
Oh, I think we know the answer to that.
Oh, it's tea. I don't drink coffee. I haven't had coffee in almost 2 years.
I could use a coffee right now.
Oh, Meg, you still can't have coffee.
No, still.
Dang.
But I see the
Meg.
doctor on Monday, so.
Oh,
your-
no.
What's your favorite tea, Sabby?
Green tea.
Green tea. I love a good Earl Grey.
That's
Nice.
my second favorite.
Yeah, I saw you drinking the Tazo the other day. I love Tazo.
Yeah, at in the evening sometimes I have that passion tea by Tazo.
Oh, I love
my
the passion
gosh.
tea.
So
That's
good.
delicious.
Mhm. I'm
I
telling
like
you, man.
twisted teas.
Oh, I love that passion tea.
Thanks for the super chat, Diane. Kim should sleep in a tent in Chelsea or Charlestown. Wouldn't last a night. So,
Yikes.
Mm.
That's not harsh.
Diane, Charlestown, have you been to Charlestown recently? Charlestown is gentrified now. It's all like professionals and tiny dogs. I'm
In
serious.
purses.
Charlestown's has changed, man. Don't watch the movie The Town. Don't watch the movie The Town and think that that's what Charlestown is still like because it don't look like that anymore. I can't speak for Chelsea though.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, Diane, come on.
Yeah.
What is
If
going on?
Radioactive Comrade asks, "Do you support China?"
Do I support China? In
Mm-hmm.
what way, shape, or form, radio?
Good question.
There are nuances.
I'm trying
Only
to
for
find
special
one.
occasions. We use the regular plates most of the time.
I can't even find that one.
It was earlier up.
Oh. See, I told you guys. This is why
Yeah.
I see
And
a lot of them from Radioactive.
And Whippledingle Weedlepuffin says, "Check under the Charlestown bridges, Savvy."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Notori said, did y'all see whack ass Nina Turner clip on
No.
TYT? No, I didn't see. Did you guys see it?
I'm
No.
blocked. I'm blocked, so I can't see it.
You're
Is it
blocked by
on?
who?
Is it on
TYT?
their Twitter? Is it on their Twitter? Because maybe I can share it.
Yeah, because I see Meg is our secret block person.
Yeah.
For all the rest of us that are blocked, Meg is not.
I'm a good girl.
Which clip? Which was it about? We're about to try to find out.
Mhm.
Meg's gonna check and see if she can see it on Twitter.
Was it from Nina's Power Hour, that cringe graphic that they made for her?
Oh, my Lanta.
Who made that picture?
I don't know.
Who made that? I saw that and I was like, no.
Rebel headquarters. He's killing it over there. He turns out programs such as. So we will do all of that.
Okay, that's just.
Oh my
Jank
God,
talking
his
about.
voice.
Oh, Jank. I know. I haven't heard his voice in ages.
Oh my God. Listen, when I used to watch TYT, one time my sister came, I think the first time my sister was coming to visit, and we were watching TYT, and my sister was like, why is that guy always yelling at the camera? That was Jink back then.
Let me search TYT Nina Turner.
Hey, Sabby, when will you get on Jimmy Dore's show? Earlier tonight, Nick did a good job on the live stream. Oh, damn, I missed that. What time was that?
Like 8?
Oh, I was eating. Sorry.
Wait, what happened?
Nick was on the Jimmy Dore show.
Oh, yeah.
Once food happens, my mind just kind of,
Food
I
happens.
I don't know, Little Rock. That's a good question. You can feel free to ask Jimmy that though, but I don't know.
There you go. Ask Jimmy. When will you bring Sabby on?
What is Rome talking about?
Of course.
Some of the comments are hilarious. Sabby, do you really think AOC is really being tortured in Congress by Nancy Pelosi? Or is she just using it as a way to keep her career? I don't think she's being tortured by anybody. I think she's just being a careerist and she wants to become like Nancy Pelosi. What do you guys think?
It could be all three.
I don't even know. Yeah. I mean, I read that letter that she put out today, and I was just like, how many ways can you make it excuses? Because it's just like, I wanted to oppose it, but it's about process.
It's about incrementalism.
What? Yeah. I have that video, though.
Thanks so much, Red Precarian, for the super chat. I miss Jink Subsea effing dies. Subsidies. Oh, I miss Jink subsidies, Uger. Thanks so much for the super chat.
I had that video, though, if you want to.
You got it?
Put it on. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're about to play that clip so we can see what's happening.
I'm guessing this might be the one that they were. Oh, shit. What just happened? I hate it when it jumps.
Yes.
Why are you jumping on me? What the hell?
I hate when Twitter does that, man. I'm like, stop refreshing. I barely touched you. Barely touched you.
Okay, what the hell just happened? I had it. Not cool.
Oh, shout out to Frank too, man. Shout out to Frank for the super chat. Loves Jasmine green tea. All righty. Let me mute my mic.
Oh my God, the hero of the week, Congresswoman Cori Bush and Senator Elizabeth Warren. They introduced legislation to deal with placing moratoriums on evictions. And well, we're going to talk about that, but definitely Congresswoman Cori Bush. And the reason why I'm laying her out first is because literally she laid out as others went on vacation, left as the moratorium was expiring. And the reason why this means one of the reasons why this means so much to me and why it is so important to make sure you elect progressives, it does matter who we elect, is that Congresswoman Cori Bush supported my run. And she called me up and she said, sis, I cannot come to Cleveland. She said, I cannot come to Cleveland as much as I want to be by your side because I cannot leave here until my colleagues come back from vacation to deal with the moratorium. Millions of people are about to lose their homes, their apartments. They're going to be out on the streets, and I got to stay here and send a message. And because she sent that message, that did force the administration and others to act, only to have the Supreme Court monk it up again. And so technical term, monk it up again. And so it is wonderful to see both Congresswoman Cori Bush and Senator Elizabeth Warren join forces and introduce this stellar piece of legislation.
Please.
Yeah, I don't think it's great to be joining forces with Elizabeth Warren, period.
I've got 2 words. Goodbye, somebody.
That was terrible. RJ, what's
God.
your take?
You see my face. You can see my reaction over this mask. So yeah, I'm pissed. And I'm just so done. Like some comments said, look at RJ's eyes. Yeah, I just looked at this like, what the hell? Like this is so fucking irritating. This whole thing with Nina Turner joining TYT and stuff, it's like, girl, like, why are you working with them? You're bigger than them. Like, this is pathetic. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh my God, I'm just done. I can't.
Oh, RJ. Thanks for the super chat, Frank. This is to you, Meg. He said, Meg, you need William Jacobs on your show. # General Strike Now. FHL does speak for me.
Maybe sometime soon. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to see.
Thanks for the super chat, Frank.
I'll have to find the right topics. But I mean, I mean, as far as the whole Nina Turner thing goes, just like, girl,
Uh-oh.
really?
Eric Thomas said, "You canceling Nina? How divisive."
Nobody's canceling Nina.
I
Nobody's
am.
canceling her. I mean, okay. RJ's canceling her.
He's being Eric's being he's being sarcastic. He's
Yeah.
I'm
Can
not.
you cancel yourself?
That was bad, man.
Oh my god. Like, can we just continue to talk about like the whole Cori Bush things? Like, honey, she did it at the last freaking minute. She could have been doing that shit for months. We all knew that it was coming. We know that it's coming again now. And yet they're still wanting to extend the moratorium instead of just canceling debt and mortgages.
And
You're
here's
planning the wrong thing.
And here's the thing: if you guys haven't checked out the episode of Bad Faith with our very own Afeni from FHL, she gave the very inside scoop on how the squad felt during that time of the eviction moratorium and while they were really protesting outside of it for that long period of time. So the rationale that the progressives had is that they wanted to keep probably the new moratorium going, which, by the way, only allowed 90% coverage, and others fought after to get the other 10%. And the squad said, no way the Supreme Court overturned the evictions moratorium. That's an inside scoop by Afeni. So that was the squad's rationale for not really going as nuclear. And then after it happened, oh my God, what? America's fucked? They can do that? Oh my God. So yeah, that's basically kind of what happened. They keep cucking themselves every single time. Like, at this point, is it on purpose or is it just by design? But
That's
I
a
don't
good
know,
question. It's like,
I don't
are they
know.
really just that stupid? Like, we
don't
all
know.
knew that they were going to overturn it. We all knew that.
Yeah.
Well,
Are they
Rome,
really just that stupid?
Rome said they need her. They need her to help keep people in the middle because of this left media coming out pulling people left. Oop. Shout
Is he
out to
wrong?
the Red Precarian. So how do we move on? What is to be done? Good questions. I mean, I have my opinions. I want to hear from you guys first, though. I can go last.
Honestly, I don't know. I think I'll go with what Rome's saying. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your neighbors.
Mutual aid,
Start on the local level.
Mm-hmm.
direct action in terms of targeted buying or lack of to large corporations. And if you can get enough people to do it, general strike.
yeah,
How do you affect capitalists? How do you affect capitalists? How do you make capitalists change their minds? Take away their ability to make capital.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hashtag general strike.
Also, you could do direct ballot initiatives where you are. That's also another option. Like Andy said, mutual aid, that's also another big thing. Even what Rome said, talking to your neighbors, changing the hearts and minds, working together. That's really the best what you can do right now when it's even hard. It's hard enough to get progressives in Congress. It's even harder to even it's harder to force them to do what they're supposed to do anyway. So that's what really draws upon despair. And what I saw today is even some people that were pretty much aligned with AOC and are really staunch supporters, even they said today, that's kind of fucked up, AOC. There's no excuse for that. And so, like, anytime a politician writes a 5-page excuse, it's like, girl, we see through this bullshit. Like, AOC was getting ratioed. You know how hard it is for AOC to get ratioed? So people see this. People see through that. And so in terms of really solutions, I mean, what we all have is each other at the end of the day. And so
right. I mean,
And
like the
there's a
fact
lot
that
of
she
it.
even has shit libs going after her for this one. It's like, honey, that tells you something.
That's a bad take.
Yeah.
Frank said, thanks for the super chat, Frank. Just sending a super chat so Google doesn't shadow ban FHL. That's really sweet. Oh, yeah, no, even Jordan Sheraton came out against, he wasn't happy about Nina going to TYT either.
Well, you know his story. He used to be with TYT.
Yeah.
They basically he went to war with Jank and he left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, let's be real. I mean, he paid how much? He did that whole fundraiser in order to hire all these investigative journalists, and including Jordan Cheriton. And whenever Jordan had actual, breaking news stories, Cenk refused to cover it.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
that's about.
okay, so you're paying for something you're not going to use. Like, that's just a huge waste of money. Like, Cenk's just a bad businessman.
No, that's about. Noli said, "What do you think will be the headline that breaks
No.
the internet
No.
politically?
No.
Politically, AOC quits
Come here.
or AOC steps down. I think that would be a big headline that could break the internet. What do you guys think?
Like, AOC not running for re-election?
Yeah, something with AOC. I think.
25th Amendment is instated. Kamala Harris becomes first woman president.
What?
Oh,
Jesus.
K Hive will never be quiet then.
And
Oh
then
my
Mayor Pete
God.
becomes VP. We have shocked the nation.
Look, I may have to move to. I may have to go up there with you, Andy. I may have to move to Canada if that happens.
I'll come.
I got a house with lots of bedrooms in here, lots of space. If you can somehow find your way across the border, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, the border's open now, and I have citizenship, so.
Absolutely. You could say these are my friends, and I'm just taking them on a quick tour of Canada.
Yeah. And then they'll just never leave.
Well, yeah, we'll have to do something about that. No, Eric told me. Eric Thomas in the chat said he just got back from Canada recently. I think.
Yeah.
If you
The border's
fly,
open.
If you fly across, you can't drive across the border, but you can fly.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have, especially if you're coming from the U.S. to Canada, they still have you have to pass like a COVID test, and you have to isolate until those results come back, and so there's still a few hoops to jump through. But if you're double vaxxed, they're certainly a lot more lenient now. So.
Yeah. Just don't fly the Canadian flag, because then you'll be called an oppressor.
Damn, what the hell? I just seriously.
Yes. I'm responsible for the genocidal practices and policies of my government. Yes.
Eric Thomas said Canada is stuck with Trudeau. Are you a fan of Trudeau, Andy?
Trudeau?
Well, okay. So quick geopolitical lesson of
Stephanie, that's where I'm
politics.
from.
We have the conservatives, which are like the Republicans, and we have the liberals, which are like the Democrats, and then we have the NDP, which are a actual socialist party, right? The NDP are like Bernie. They get no coverage in the mainstream media. So Trudeau is the leader of the Liberal Party. So it's like the Democrats, right?
Yeah.
He's better than the conservatives, but they're still a neoliberal regime, right? Yep. They still believe that deficits matter. We have to balance the budget, all that crap, austerity rules, right? So we have the same problems. It's just not to the extreme that the U.S. has, right? So it would be like the Democrats, Trudeau.
Yeah.
We had Jagmeet Singh, who was the leader of the NDP party, right? And very thoughtful, very, very good leader, really insightful, some great ideas. Wanted to, if he elected, wanted to pass a 20% tax on foreign investment in our housing industry to try to control the prices of houses.
Nice.
Which is a big deal, right? It's funny because in the English debate, one of the capitalists-esque question people asked him if it was fair to bring in this tax to lower housing prices so that younger people can get into the market, but then it would lower the prices of the in the equity of older people's houses as they try to sell them so that they can finance the retirement, right? And so, of course, why would sorry, this pushes my buttons, right?
Mhm.
We have a neoliberal talking about overinflated housing prices, right? And people, their pensions have been so diluted over the years that they have to sell their homes just so they can retire, right? That's the real problem, right? That the industry, the capitalist market has stagnated wages to the point and diluted people's pensions so they have to work later in life, right? So what you basically said to people is, if you want to retire, you're going to have to sell your house. So her question was, is it fair to those older people if you're going to bring the prices of houses down for young people to get into the market? Well, if you hadn't destroyed the housing industry to begin with, or pensions, or wages, we wouldn't have this problem.
Nope,
Yeah.
here we are.
That all sounds about right.
Sorry, I get a little triggered by that. That's the answer to what triggers Andy.
I'm right there with
Are
you.
you upset, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to put it into perspective, Justin Trudeau is a legacy kid. His father was prime minister before him, and he was a well liked prime minister as far as I'm aware. But he is a legacy kid, and you know, people. I remember whenever he was first elected, people were calling him like Prime Minister Centerfold because he's a good looking dude. He is a good looking dude, but he's basically white Obama.
Well, and
He's
if
white
you
Obama.
remember, Ivanka kept making googly eyes at him.
Wait, I thought Trudeau was just Castro's son.
Well, that's an unproven story, right?
What?
But Maggie Trudeau, Margaret Trudeau, right? Pierre Elliott Trudeau's wife. The whole time, if you think about the timing of that, was the 70s and what was it, Studio 50? Is it 54?
54, yeah.
Right, where the celebrities would go in and they had these big elaborate parties and stuff. And Margaret Trudeau was someone who liked to frequent these parties occasionally. She had a little bit of a reputation, but nothing, it was all conspiracy theory or, could be true, who knows. But the story was that she had an affair with Fidel Castro, and Justin was the result of that.
Are you serious?
That's an actual rumored story, right?
Look, I'm gonna pull
He
up.
was very upset when Castro died. He was very distraught when Castro passed away a few years ago.
I'm gonna pull up his picture. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, do you guys find Justin attractive?
Put a little 5 o'clock shadow and a cigar.
Yeah, give him some goatee. Yeah, I could see it.
Yo!
And one of those hats, one of those Cuban hats.
No, look the picture. The picture. I did a photography assignment for this. Well, we took that picture of Castro where he had the cigar and it's in black and white and it's a side profile. It was a side profile view. I could see it now.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see a little bit of Castro in there.
Oh my god. No.
I can't unsee it now.
No.
I have a question though for our Canadian guest with us today. And it's just about really the Commonwealth, because I know for the prime ministers, they're the heads of government, but the Queen of England of Great Britain is still the head of government. So how does
No, that's actually not true.
That's not true. Okay.
No, there are still some colonies out there, right? British rule. But for the most part, countries like Canada and Australia and any of the other countries are independent nations, right? We do have a representative of the Queen in our parliament called the Governor General. And that's the representative that represents the Queen's interest in our parliament, but we are a sovereign nation. We make our own decisions. It's mostly,
It's symbolic.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for clearing
Today's
it up because that was
You're
one question I had. That's probably like, what, 70 years ago?
They want me to pull up the picture where he has the beard, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. What Harry Smith said, the Queen's the head of state. Yeah, but it's like very, especially in like Canada and Australia and other Commonwealth countries, it's a symbolic position. She doesn't really have any power she has zero power in Canada.
Yeah, she really doesn't have any power in England either, right?
That's true.
The royal family is mostly symbolic, like you said.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, I can see it. Somebody else in the
Hey,
chat
Drifter,
said,
what the hell, man?
someone in the chat said he wore blackface.
Yes.
Yeah,
At
he
one
did.
point, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think it was like when he was in
He was at like a
college
party or
years
something. Yeah.
I think that was in his college days.
Mm-hmm.
Notori, can he still get the Tootsie Cat?
Oh my god.
That's what you said. Notori, can he still?
The what now?
That's new.
You ever want to know what that is?
Notori, I might have to borrow that one, sister.
You younger people have a different word for everything.
Can I borrow that, Notori? I might borrow that.
I'm gonna share my screen. I found the picture where he has a beard.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if this is.
I think that's his COVID beard.
Oh, damn.
I can kind of see it.
You know why? You know why he has a beard? Because he was roughing it, right, at the official residence of the Prime Minister, and he had to do COVID press conferences outside because we were in lockdown, and you couldn't have people come into your home. Like if you see the breath right around his face, that's because he's outside in the middle of winter.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing those press conferences.
Oh man, that is, he does kind of look Castro-y to me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I got.
I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it.
Nico P. Okay, Notori, you have to answer this question. He wants to know what the hell is a Tootsie Cat.
I know. I think I know what that is, but I don't want to say it on your show.
I don't want to say it either.
Yes.
That's all Notori.
We don't want to demonetize you, Sabby.
That's all Notori. Joy Duncan said, Sabby, where have you been? He has worn blackface several times that we know of. I wasn't focused on Justin, that's for sure, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even keeping it. No, I didn't know. Oh, no. That is not true.
He's more like he likes the pomp and circumstance of being a prime minister, but he hasn't done a lot in terms of policy.
Okay, now I just gotta Google it.
You don't know what it is, Meg?
No.
Come on, Meg. You know what that is. Meg, are you kidding me right now?
No, I really have no.
Don't play with me. Meg. I swear to God, don't play with me. You know what that is.
I don't.
Can't wait to see your face when you find out.
Really?
Like it's literally showing me pictures of cats. No.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my
I have no
God.
fucking clue.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I just saw a comment.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna...
Okay, so Sweet Drifter gave it away. Okay, that's what I thought that y'all were. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to speculate.
Oh, I knew what that was.
No, Nick said, "Tell him, RJ." See, Notori, see what you started. See? Here's a question for you, Andy. Thanks for the super chat, the Red Picarian. For Andy, what's a riding, a voting district?
Okay, so basically, riding is if you think in terms of how federal election works. Actually, the provincial elections are the exact same, and I think they use the ridings are defined the exact same way. It's a region, right? It's a region within the province, and each party puts a candidate out in each riding. Okay, whoever wins that riding goes to the count for that party. Okay, and then that person that wins that riding becomes the member of parliament for that riding. So there are somewhere in the neighborhood of, I think, 338, 339 ridings in all of Canada. And so whoever gets 170 ridings, that leader becomes the prime minister, and they, as a majority government in Canada. If they don't get more, if they get the most but not more than half, then that's a minority government. And then they have to, when they make decisions or try to put policy forward, they have to negotiate with the other parties to get them to vote for those policies when they go to create a bill.
Okay.
It's a pretty good system because it's not just a duopoly, right? There's more than two. There's three main parties, but we also have a Green Party. We also have a party called the Bloc Québécois, right, which was originally created because Quebec was in the middle of trying to separate back for the most part, in the 1980s, right? The Bloc Québécois isn't so much concerned with separating, but just making sure that the needs of Quebecers are met, but in Parliament by those parties. So they'll typically get between 25 and 35 seats in the Parliament, and they'll speak on behalf of Quebecers in the federal Parliament, right? We also have a Libertarian Party, and we have a brand new party called the People's Party, and the People's Party is basically a front for white supremacy. And isn't that lovely?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Jimmy Dore's Garage said, they said the Iron Dome yelled at me. Oh my gosh.
As long as it wasn't a Tootsie Cat.
Oh my God, Notori, see what you started? Like,
Oh, goodness gracious.
oh my gosh. You have to, okay, we learned a lot about Canada tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Noli D said Canada is divided into 338 ridings,
Mm-hmm.
also called electoral, or a member of parliament is elected for each riding. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm learning a lot. I also just found out, you guys, did you guys know Brooklyn Dad Defiant is back streaming again?
Oh, great.
People still watch that loser?
Brooklyn Dad! No, seriously, it said he streamed 2 hours ago.
Yeah. How many
Really?
people want to watch a guy like him?
He was talking about the Arizona audit.
Oh. Well, that's big news. He wasn't talking about Russiagate?
I don't know. Do you guys in the chat,
Oh
do
my
you know
God.
who Brooklyn Dad is? I'm going to share my screen. I think some of you know. I'm not sure if everybody knows who Brooklyn Dad is.
Everybody knows who Brooklyn Dad is.
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
sure
everybody
they
that
probably
does
do.
know wishes they didn't.
Oh, yeah.
This is Brooklyn Dad.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, I wasn't trying to be funny, but I think the thing that made me laugh was like when in his pictures, he looks really tough and stuff. And then
It's
like,
got like a
when
really
you go-
high pitched voice.
yeah, like, when you hear his voice, you're like, what? What did you just say? Ashura? Jimmy talked about him too? Yeah, I mean, it's just his voice just really. Oh, damn, Miguel. Miguel said, hate that dude.
Same.
Unabashedly.
Yeah. Eric, where did he go? Eric asked another question, like, is Canadian parliamentary system better than U.S. system?
Oh,
I
That's a
don't.
good
I don't
question.
necessarily think it's better per se.
Mhm.
It's. I wouldn't say that it's as divided. It's just a little different, right? We have
Mhm.
the members of parliament, and we also have a Senate. But unfortunately, the Senate, people that go into the Senate, are basically there for a lifetime, and most of them fall asleep during the day, and they're really kind of just don't serve much of a purpose. So it's most of the members of parliament is the governing body that does most of the governmental affairs stuff. Right? It's just a little different. That's all. But we don't currently have anybody in parliament that you could refer to as Mama Bear.
Good point.
that is a good point. Let me make sure I shout out dude for a super chat, Harry Smith. Oh, well, thanks Noli D for the super chat sticker. Thanks so much. And thanks Harry Smith for the super chat. When are we all going to demand our lefts instead of just rights? No wonder everything's such a goddamn mess. Harry, you're in Australia, correct? You got to remind me, Harry. I think you're in Australia. If so, come to America, Harry. You'll understand why. No, but
No.
I totally get your point. I get where you're coming from. Like, it's hard. Like, I keep telling people, like, we have to go out and protest. We have to continue protesting. We can't just do one protest. You know what I mean? We have to continue doing them. And now some of the states here are starting to make it illegal to protest. They're putting in legislation to do that right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of comments talking about like the native or the indigenous people who were found buried, and the fact that the U.S. and Canada basically double teaming against Mexico. Like, nobody's saying Canada is a great place, y'all.
No.
Canada
We have
owns,
a
I think,
tainted history
90.
just like everywhere.
Yeah, like I think Canada owns like 90% of mining operations across the world now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Canada is an imperialist nation. Let's not kid ourselves. It's not like it is just as it's just as neoliberal as the United States or the UK or Germany, whatever. Every single one of those countries, it's just as bad as every one of them. Just they're like moderately better than the United States. Moderately.
Exactly. We just have a few more socialist programs in place, like Medicare for all and maternity leave and paid sick leave and some other few things. We even have our own Texas. It's called Alberta.
Oh, that's true. I have family in Alberta.
What do you think a lot of these provinces in Canada were named after? Any clue?
I would say that the majority of the names of Canadian provinces come from Indigenous people, Indigenous tribes.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the different areas. I mean, 'cause obviously Quebec is, French. Nova Scotia is actually means New Scotland because it was mostly a lot of during the Highland clearings, a lot of Scottish people were sent to Nova Scotia. So that's New Scotland. I mean, obviously British Columbia is English, but then you have Winnipeg and Saskatchewan, and
Yes.
but Alberta was named after Prince Albert.
That's what I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No one said. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing because I was thinking that the province of Alberta was named after Queen Victoria's prince
husband.
consort. Yeah.
Noli D said, "What would be Sabby Sabs and Pano? What would be on the gag reel of your life?" So you mean like embarrassing moments? I have a lot of those, Noli.
Are we talking political moments? Because I can have like a 15-minute video dunking on myself.
If we want to
fell
talk about
into it.
political, I had some bad political takes back in the day.
And we're just talking about like life experiences. I fell into a hot tub once.
I remember.
I missed a step and I fell in.
I've had some embarrassing moments on this show.
Yes, and we can recall one specifically that happened just recently.
Yeah.
Was that me and Sabby?
Yes.
Yeah, my biggest gag reel is all the politicians I used to stand. You know, I thought Beto would be great. That was embarrassing.
Dude. Still can't believe you have his book.
You're talking about Mayor Pete? Yeah, I still have the book. I only have the book to remind myself how shitty I was. So it's like you cannot go back to being a shit lib. So that's why I have that book. We have stopped the nation.
You guys are going way back. Carrie and I did the first 10 minutes of Hair of a Dog with no audio this morning.
I got you one, Andy. One of the first episodes of my show, we did it at like 6 o'clock, and when we started, it was bright as hell, and by the time we ended, you couldn't even see my face because it was so dark outside.
Oh.
Yeah, no lighting.
And your eyes would adjust slowly, right?
Yeah.
Because it's getting dark very slowly.
Oh, that's a good point. Snarlard. Canada's got its own Ireland. It's called Newfoundland. A little bit. I would agree with that. But no, it's not Edmonton that's full of oil. But I mean, I wouldn't say Edmonton is full of oil, but the oil rigs are pretty close to Edmonton.
Yeah, we're talking about the Alberta tar sands, right?
Yeah.
That basically there's just these open pits of dirty oil, and that gets basically cleaned up and then piped out to everywhere in North America.
Yeah, so but that's one reason that Alberta is so rich is because they are completely dependent on that oil.
Yeah, they don't pay taxes in Alberta. They have no taxes. They don't need to.
I'm moving.
Sabby, it's like Texas. But cold. But freaking cold.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin's husband works on the oil rig, so I definitely know a lot about that.
If you were young and you weren't in a relationship and you got yourself a trade, you could go out there. You could work for 6 months in the oil fields in what your trade and make enough money for like 5 years worth of work. Take time off.
Yo, okay, I want to say this really quick, and then I have a question from Notori. It's a clean question from Notori this time. Nothing about the Tootsie cat or whatever. But Blue Moon Red Wine said, it's the fucking boomers. There are some good ones, but I'm sorry. I just had happy hour with 2 of them, and they think Joe Biden is great. They said they watch CNN. They said, you are misinformed on YouTube. Shout out to Lucy, you guys. Definitely go check out her channel. And then Notori has a question. What do y'all think about the Queen's son hiding from getting served in the Epstein case? Ooh.
Start with Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Hi. I'm not part of the British Commonwealth. Y'all are.
Oh, no.
That's for the Canucks, because Americans we give no shits about Europe. I mean, like about English royalty. Like it's just tabloids for us. We don't actually care.
Well,
am I wrong?
Fair, you're on the far side of the continent too, right?
Jackie, watch The Crown though. Watch The Crown. You'll care.
I've watched The Crown. Oh, I love The Crown. The first 2.
I do love The Crown.
The first 2 seasons are great, like Claire Foy. Oh my god, so fucking amazing. And then after that, I'm like, burn it down. It's terrible. They just made I fucking hate season 3 and 4. Like they keep making it so fast, and it's just like, no, what are you doing?
I know they cover so much time. It's such a short season.
They were pressured. They were pressured to hurry up and get the Princess Diana season out.
Yeah.
God. But like, it doesn't make sense. Like they kind of progressed the Queen in terms of like age really too fast in like season 3 and season 4.
Mm.
In my personal
Yeah.
opinion, like Olivia Colman is a great actress, so it's not like a slant against her. I just felt like the writers could have done like a better job in terms of really season 3 and season 4.
Yeah.
What?
Meg, the last
is
thing you need on your
sitcom?
show is AOWM ranting about reparations being past due plus interest.
What are we
Who is
talking
that?
about?
What is AOWM?
Yeah.
What
Okay,
you talking
let's
about,
look.
Frank?
I don't get that acronym at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's look up Urban Dictionary, guys.
All right.
Oh my God, no.
RJ's going to look up it on Urban.
Thanks
This
Okay,
for
reminds me of those TikToks when people are like, "They told me not to look. I shouldn't have looked."
yeah.
what is it?
That's what that
AOWM. Okay, let's look on Urban Dictionary, kids.
Thanks for the super chat, Frank. And shout out to William for the super chat. Have Luna Oi on a lot to learn about communist movement from the Vietnamese perspective.
And
I'll have
Jackie,
to
will you
look
please
up.
notice Rome?
What?
Please notice Rome.
Yeah, he's talking to you in the chat, Jackie.
Oh, I just had the private chat up. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Can you bring that?
Yeah.
Can you bring that chat up?
Rome
It's a
says-
super chat.
He's
So I was like, what are you talking about? Because like to me, there's no chat. Oh, hi Rome. Okay, now I see the chat. I thought Gen X started with the Kennedy assassination. Technically.
Angry old white man. Who's angry? Oh, AOWM, angry old white man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, who are we talking
Oh.
about?
Who was the angry old white
know.
man?
Why am I having an angry old white man on my show?
Sometimes I feel like these comments need like a decipher code.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
And
Gen
in the
Z,
end,
and I
we'll
can't
find
figure
out
it
they're
out.
just telling us to drink our Ovaltine. If you get that reference, you're awesome and probably also old.
Yes, very.
Ovaltine's not that old. I used to see those commercials in the 90s.
No, it's a movie reference.
Oh, guys,
How
this
old?
one. Yep, X said, I do my best not to support Disney. I can't stand monopolies.
You know
Fair
what,
enough.
Yep X? I 100% agree. I can't stand monopolies. That's why I have them take the money directly out of my paycheck so that I don't have to physically hand it over to them. Because at this point, like, I mean, I literally just give them my money. Like, what is it? Is it clothing? Is it streaming? Is it when I go to the movie theater? Like, just like a 10%. Like, it's like a tax. It's the Disney fee.
There is such a Disney fee. Disney owns everything.
They do.
Yeah.
Like Jackie and I say it on our Dolitics all the time. We are slaves to the House of Mouse.
Dude, even the puzzles I do Star Wars puzzles.
Mhm.
That's Disney.
Yeah.
Phenomenal mysticism. This is probably one of the best questions of the night. Do you think any politicians of the world would want to swap their lives with any of the members of FHL or any other activists? Why or why not? I'm opening that up to you guys first. That's a
No.
good question. Damn.
Anybody watch Chris Rock?
Okay, go. Keep going.
Just a question.
Yes.
Does anybody watch Chris Rock?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That question reminds me of the skit that he did when he was like, there's a white dude in here missing a leg that's a dishwasher that wouldn't trade places with me.
Oh no.
And I'm rich.
Oh, yes.
That's what that question reminds me of.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
probably
no.
not.
No. They have power. They don't want to be powerless.
Yeah, the politicians, they don't want my student loan debt.
No.
Have great health care and great pensions.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want my student loan debt either.
Yeah. In fact, I think Marco Rubio went to Congress in order to pay off his student loan debt.
That sounds like something he would do.
Also, the
They have a
Senate
whole-
building, they have nice
they have like a whole
exercise
Disney chat going
rooms.
on.
They have a nice
Mhm.
pool. They have a nice chatting areas. Like, so they wouldn't trade our lives for
Mhm.
that.
They have a pool?
Yeah, you know that?
Yeah.
Damn.
All our tax dollars are going to make them feel good.
Yeah.
Don't say
Um,
that, RJ.
Can I comment on Sweet Drifter? As socialist, you're extremely elitist. I'm from California, so yes. I never
Oh
said I wasn't.
God.
You can be both. I'm a socialist. I believe that everybody should be paid according to their worth, and I also think that I live in the best part of the country. It's not, not rocket science. Like it's just, well, yeah, I can be both.
What is with the West Coast people, man?
They suck.
We're the best. I'm sorry that you guys can't be us. Andy asked me where I work, and that is privileged information. Why are you trying to come into my job? I don't appreciate that.
Shout out to Frank for the super chat. I'm in California. I love Jackie. Per row, I am an angry old white man. Hashtag reparations now. Thanks so
Pero,
much.
it's Spanish. It means but.
Yeah.
Pero.
Pero. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because see, in Southern California, we can pretty much all speak Spanish.
I took Spanish, but I don't remember everything.
Yeah. So Jackie, earlier in the stream, Sweet Drifter kept on trying to convince me to say that Joker was like the most revolutionary character in comics, and that he was king and all this stuff.
No. Joker is 99% crazy. Like, let's not, like, before we start saying that, like, Killmonger and Joker are, like, societal, the way society looks at it, they're right. Okay, but they're still clinically insane. So they need all of the meds. Like, we talk about it all the time. Hi, Adam. We talk about it all the time. White Knight, I think is what it is. We have to do an episode on that for Nerdolitics.
Definitely.
That was when the Joker became the good guy, because he basically stopped being the Joker and started like going after Batman / Bruce Wayne, and was like, yeah, Batman is really the menace, because look at how much like destruction he does. Also, that he can put criminals in Arkham that get out anyway, that like just get back out and come wreak havoc, and then he ruins people's like, and he's not ruining the rich neighborhoods, he's ruining the poor neighborhoods. And Joker was like dead on. But at the time, it was revealed that he had tons of medications that he was supposed to be on, and when he was being the Joker, he wasn't taking any of them. And when he straightened up, he was taking all of them.
Mm-hmm. Is it kind of stigmatizing mental health though, in a little bit? Don't you think?
Not really, because when he took his medications, he was a normal person. So I think, like, I mean, well, yeah, like because his chaos, craziness and all of that, but. He has like multiple. It's not like they said he had one thing. Like he ran the gamut of mental health disorders. Like realistically, most people are not gonna have 19 disorders in one brain.
So what movie is this?
Joker.
It's not a movie. It's a comic. It's the thing. It's the pictures on the paper and you read them.
Oh, those exist. We have those.
Mm-hmm.
They're also in digital form.
Yeah.
Reading? We don't do that.
Hey guys, Deep Moody Purple Blues is asking, who gets to decide someone's worth?
No.
I do. It's 75 cents per pound.
The Undertaker.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
We all have human value. That's the thing.
See what happens on Friday night, you guys. See what happens on Fridays.
What is that, James Jordan? I mean, all feminists bash narcissists as far as I know. What?
What type of feminists are you talking about, though, James?
Now I'm confused.
I mean, all feminists bash narcissists as far as I know.
No idea what that See, we need the decoder ring so we know what the hell he said. Ooh, Notori.
Notori, are you saying
do I bash narcissists? Yes, I bash narcissists.
I've been trying to be Storm for Halloween for the past 5 years, and it has not happened because I can't get the Storm costume. Somebody out there help me. I want
do
to
the cosplay
be
situation.
Storm.
Create it.
That's what other people said. They said make your own. I was like, I don't have time.
Someone make her a Storm costume, damn it.
Storm! Storm was my favorite X-Men character, man. She was for real. But when is Storm from X-Men getting her own damn movie?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Yeah. I had heard rumors that they wanted to bring her into the Black Panther movies, but I don't think that's gonna happen because in the comics, Storm marries Black Panther, but now that Chadwick Boseman has passed, I don't think that's gonna happen.
This is true. I think that number one, they have to introduce mutants, so they can't just bring Storm. They can't just have her.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Fox. They're not just going to randomly throw shit out. It has to fit into the timeline, so they have to introduce the concept of mutants first.
Which they kind of have.
Yeah, I think for the MCU version of the X-Men, instead of Wolverine being the big dude and Mystique, I think it's going to be Storm and probably somebody else. I was going to say Jean Grey. I don't really think so because she doesn't have a lot of material to work with in the comics except for the Phoenix. So, and Fox really fucked over the Phoenix story like a lot of times. So, I think it's going to be Storm and somebody else because, you know, when like you and I were going over the stats on Monday about who the actual audience is for MCU, and it turns out it is not white males. It is predominantly young people of color, both males and females. So they're going to lean into that. That's why they did Black Panther. That's why they did Shang-Chi and Captain Marvel and Black Widow. They're leaning into that. So I think when they bring in the X-Men, Storm's going to play a bigger part. I think Storm might be the new Wolverine. So because they know, like, if I found those stats, I guarantee you Disney had those stats memorized. And that's why they were making the moves that they're making. That's why they're being more inclusive with these characters. Because they're like, oh, Black Panther broke $1 billion? Oh, Captain Marvel broke $1 billion? Wait, what was our demographic again? Oh, okay. Yeah. So all these white people, you're going to throw some people of color in there. And then we're going to add a bunch of more people of color. So
yeah,
that's what I think. I think she will actually get it from the MCU. She was never going to get it from Fox. Fox was going to lean in on... Fox was going to do Wolverine movies until Hugh Jackman literally died. So,
I'm glad they stopped it when they did with Wolverine.
That's because he was like, yo, I'm old, man. I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah. And that Logan movie was top notch.
Yeah. Shout out to Anarcho for the super chat. West Coast, best coast. Nobody really thinks about it, but Hispanic peeps are all up and down the West Coast, just one big family, especially with Ayati right now. Love. Thanks for the super chat. I'm not sure who
Ayiti
is, but thanks so much for the super chat.
See, your entire audience has been saying that I'm right. California is just the best. I'm sorry that it's true. And that none of you guys are privileged enough to live in the right place. But
I wonder where they're from.
I mean, do you see my background?
Yeah.
Palm trees are not indigenous to Southern California, but we have a lot of them.
Dude, do you have?
They probably took them from Florida.
Your background is similar to what Kim Iverson had for her background earlier. Both of you guys, West Coast.
Stock photo.
Yeah, she's out here too.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people like Jimmy Dore is here, Graham Elwood. Lots of people are in the right area.
But Jackie,
but also TYT, so
yeah, there's that. Good one, man.
I said lots of people. Okay, I said lots. We have 40 million people. I'm sorry that literally my state encompasses all of yours together.
I have to stay on the coast where the ground does not move beneath my feet. That's
I hate to tell you this, but anywhere on the planet they're going to have earthquakes. That's why it's called earthquakes, not California quakes. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't live on a fault line.
You don't live on a fault line, but that's okay because hurricanes will take your asses out.
That is true.
James, just Westwood, LA. Point. I love Westwood, LA. I used to live in Westwood. Fiorella and Pops are in California too. Do you see?
Yeah.
You see? West Coast, West Coast.
I feel like a lot of people either live in California or they live in the New York, DC area.
Yeah, in Canada, we have water.
Yeah, it's just me and David Packman up here in Boston. So can some more people move here?
I wouldn't mind moving to Boston.
As a matter of fact, no. Number one, it's
Yeah.
cold. Number two, you just get your claim to fame is David Pacman. I don't want chowder. I'd rather have a taco. I'm good.
I'd
Yeah.
rather have a
Keep you
lobster.
freezing.
I want a lobster
no.
roll.
I don't know if you know this or not.
I don't want
but,
chowder.
like,
I want a lobster roll.
you know how people call us like African American, like, you know, our ancestors are from Africa. You know the indigenous climate of the continent of Africa in general, right? It's hot, not cold. So no, I'm not moving to the cold area.
The
Thanks
Michigan
for
is
the super chat, Arnarco. Ayiti is Haitian Creole for Haiti. Mucho amor. Thanks so much. See, we learn something new every day. Sorry, RJ. Go ahead. You need to.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Midwest is great because we have 4 seasons, not only in a year, but in a day sometimes.
Yeah, see, nobody needs that. Everybody gonna have the flu.
No.
Yeah.
Don't even know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, in Florida, it's either sunshine all day or it's torrential rain. Like we have like the mornings are sunny, the afternoons are rainy, especially during the summer.
I just like the 4
It
distinct.
never stops raining.
Don't you guys also have like a lot of humidity?
Oh yes.
Don't
All
even
the
talk
humidity.
to me about humidity,
Hard
okay?
pass.
We have
so
all the
what you're
humidity.
saying, Sabby, is you were just kidding when you said go to Boston. Y'all need to just move over here.
What? So we don't have any fresh
California.
water? Hell no.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, where did Nestle move
Ooh.
to?
Oh no.
Which of
Live
us
on the
is
East
the
Coast.
one? Which of us is the state where Flint is?
Oh, damn.
Oh, she went there.
California. Is California forever goodbye? I'm telling you. That dude, I'm gonna play his TikTok for you.
Is Rome still in the chat? I hope Rome didn't hear that. Maybe
Yes.
he's still not. Oh no, he is still there.
Yep, he's still there.
I'm gonna find the dude. I sent you. Didn't I send you guys that in Twitter?
Yeah. Like honestly, the only thing good in Florida is Disney World. That's the only good thing in Florida.
Oh, I have Disneyland.
Don't you guys have Six Flags in Florida?
No.
No? Oh.
No, the closest one is in Atlanta.
Hey, did
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
that's
that we
right.
have Six Flags and Disneyland?
Mm-hmm.
God.
I'm
And you
sorry.
have Knott's Berry Farm.
Thanks, Noli.
We have Knott's Berry Farm too. Knott's Berry Farm's like 10, 15 minutes away from me. Disneyland's like right there. So yeah,
Do you live in Anaheim?
I live in Garden Grove, which is right next door to Anaheim.
Mm.
We took this trip to Garden Grove. What song is that? What band is that?
No idea.
No
It's
clue.
Sublime. Come on, you're OC.
That doesn't mean that I've memorized every song from every band from Southern California again. Do we have to do this? There's a station called K-Rock, which I'm sure all of you have heard of because it is international. Okay.
Nope.
It is
No.
based here. Well, that's because you're 9. It is based here. I knew she was going to spit out her drink. I was waiting for her. It's based here in Southern California. Okay. And I don't know. Here are just 1 or 2 little bands that come from here. So yes, you have Sublime. You have the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You have No Doubt. You have Linkin Park. We could do this for days. Okay. I'm sorry that I didn't have every single song from all of the bands from Southern California memorized because we have a lot of them.
Oh my god, cynical girl, you were totally right. Like Universal Studios is totally better than Disney, especially now. In my
We have
humble
that
opinion.
too. North Hollywood. Just saying.
Like we just got Velocicoaster though.
I
This
don't
is a
know what we got
question.
because I haven't left the house.
I was gonna ask. Shout out to Eric. He's a Savvy member. He said, "What did you think of Caleb Maupin's big nuclear fusion push?" That's a good question. I don't know as much about nuclear fusion as I should. I do need to do more research on that. Are you guys familiar with it?
No.
When Caleb came on, he was saying that we need to look more into nuclear.
No, we need to look into thorium.
Into thorium?
Thorium, same properties, but it just the reason that the governments of the world decided to go into uranium instead of thorium is because of the fissile material used to make nuclear bombs as byproduct of nuclear fission. So thorium doesn't have the same byproducts to make bombs, so that's why the governments that have nuclear reactors didn't use it. So we have nukes to thank for not having safe, reliable power from nuclear fission from thorium. Look it up.
What? Some of these comments are cracking me up. Well, thanks so much, Red Precarian, for the super chat. Lost my wallet in El Segundo. I do remember that song. Thanks so much. Yep X said Lincoln Park isn't a good example. They were ruined once Michael Bay got a hold of them. Damn.
Wait, is
They're
this a
still
band
from
group?
California, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so can
is
I?
it bad that I actually liked the songs in that they had in the Transformers movies?
What I've done?
I like that song.
It's a good song.
Lincoln
what you like.
Park.
I like that song.
I like that mix album that they did with Jay-Z. They did that collaboration with Jay-Z.
That was good.
Yeah.
Can I share something, Sabby?
Yeah, just let me thank
hold on.
Frank really quick. Thanks for the super chat, Frank. California has no water. It will never rain again. Hashtag our planet is on fire. Thanks for the super chat, Frank.
What do you mean it will never rain again? It rains when it rains. I can't say all the time because it doesn't rain all the time. But it does rain. And I'm always like, why is the sky crying? But it rains plenty here. The thing is, if we were to collect our water, if we were to collect rainwater and use like local rainwater and not rely entirely on the Colorado River, which, by the way, California is just one of 5 states that gets our water from the Colorado River. And the main reason why it's drying up is because Nestle took most of it.
Yep.
And then they decided to move up to RJ's home and take his water. So it's not that we aren't rationing our water properly. It's capitalism.
I agree.
No.
So can I you take that back, Jamie?
Not true.
Jamie said all of Linkin Park's songs sound the same.
Jamie is wrong.
I don't know why. It doesn't matter how hard you try.
Keep
that in mind.
Yeah.
I guess I got to listen to Linkin Park on my free time because I haven't heard of them.
Have you never heard of Linkin Park?
Because he's 6. He's only been around 4 days. How do you expect him to have heard of so many things?
Unbelievable.
Look, he's got a lot of political knowledge. There's not much time for him to have acquired much else.
Oh my God, RJ. Okay, we have to introduce you to some Linkin Park. Thanks for the super chat, Frank. In California, it's very cool 53 in my, I think that's cardboard, in my cardboard box by the sea. In California, it's very cool 53 by cardboard box by the sea. I think that's a lyric. Thanks so much for the super chat, Frank.
Can I share something really quick? It's about California.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say all Linkin Park songs, I feel like they start off the same. Like there's the guy that oh my God, he committed suicide. The lead singer, the lead singer. Yeah. So he'd start off and be like, it starts with one. And then the other guy would start rapping. I feel like they all started off with that pattern where he start off singing and then the other guy would start rapping.
Sometimes, yeah.
They keep it going. Miguel, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know. Somebody else, time is a valuable thing. Watch your pass. Swings. Somebody do it. Keep it going.
Nice.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You ready for the thingy? All right.
Okay, where is it? Okay.
Sabby, you want to add it to the stream?
Yeah. Who is this guy?
This is the dude I keep telling you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little bit unclear on how I view California amongst other states.
California.
I'm going to extend an olive branch right away. Do I think that there are other cool things to do in other states? Yes. Okay. New York has cool things to do. Chicago has cool things to do. There's cool things to do in other states. Is California objectively better at all of those things? Also, yes. Okay, because listen, whatever you have in your state, that's cool. That's your cool thing. We got it. And it's probably better. You got good food in your state. Got better food. Way more variety, way better quality. Facts. Okay? Oh, what do you got? You got cool nightlife and entertainment, maybe? Like, are we talking about that really? San Francisco, LA, San Diego? We got nightlife and entertainment on lock. Maybe you got a nice beach. We got the beaches. Or maybe you got a nice mountains. You got national parks. We got 11 national parks. Yosemite, Big Sur. What do you want? I'm saying whatever another state has, we also have, and it's better. Now, if you live in another state and you hate on California simply because, it's liberal, political points of view, you're a boring individual. I don't know what to tell you. Just because the state doesn't 100% agree with your political preferences, boring, okay? Because look, we the world's 5th largest economy. The Central Valley, who constantly gets overlooked, grows 35% of our country's fruits and vegetables. We're leading the nation in job growth post-pandemic. We're coming at you at all angles. Cool shit to do. GDP, job growth, agriculture, we're endless. We're on top. The technology that you all use, that you hold in your hand every single day, that you're posting these videos, that you're watching, a 20-year-old single mom shaking their baby. That's from California. You're welcome. All right? These are just the facts. California is objectively the best state, and just because you can't afford to live here doesn't mean it sucks. That means you're broke. Sorry. All right? California forever, goodbye.
Oh my god!
No.
We have free
that's why I
healthcare.
keep saying like California forever goodbye, because that's I got it from him. But he.
Oh my god! That's quite the
We have-
voice.
We have free healthcare.
Yeah, that's in Canada.
Yeah, better in California.
No,
Well,
less
you're right.
effective,
We
but-
do have free healthcare. Thank you, Mr.
mean-
Canadian, for pointing that out.
And
I mean,
Putin.
granted, I think Florida has the better Disney World, in my humble opinion. But
Florida has
You have
one
the
Disney
OG.
World, because we have Disneyland. Do
you
guys
have the OG.
California Adventure?
No, we do not have California Adventure, but we do have Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Blizzard Beach, Typhoon Lagoon, Disney Springs.
I don't even. Do you guys have the Star Wars land out there too, or is it just Disneyland?
Yeah, we have That's at Hollywood Studios. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Wicked
basically, we have pretty
bastard.
much the same thing. We just name it
Yeah.
different stuff.
Yeah, we don't have Avengers Campus, but that's because there's a rule, because we have Marvel Superhero Island at Universal Studios.
Wicked
No.
Bastard said, y'all
we
are
have.
out of water and on fire, and you're like, we're still better than you.
Yes.
That's actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Because y'all don't realize, like, the state of California is massive. Half of it could be on fire, and Southern Californians would be like, "Yeah, we're good." We have a huge state. By the way, if the entire state does go up
Yeah.
on fire in flames, again, 5th largest economy and 35% of all agriculture. So that's going to be far-reaching. Oh, also, anything pretty much that comes into the country comes in through Long Beach, through the port. So
All I
But
know
don't hate,
about
yeah.
Long
just
Beach is Snoop.
appreciate.
Like, guys, I'm not defending Florida here. Florida sucks.
You know,
Florida's
at least you understand that.
no. There's a reason why people call the United States the Florida of the world, because Florida is the Florida of the United States. Florida is awful. People in Florida are crazy.
Florida man.
There's a reason it's called Florida,
Florida
man,
man.
and not Wisconsin man. Florida's crazy.
Joy,
It's hot.
Jackie
and the heat
Joy
makes people
wants,
go crazy. Sorry.
Jackie Joy wants to know if you're being serious or sarcastic.
Yes,
Maybe.
that's my answer.
See, y'all got to come to Michigan. See, I'm going to defend Rome honor here for Michigan. See, Michigan, we got what's going on. We got the apple cider. We got the cider mills, the donuts. We got 4 distinct seasons. We got the pretty leaves in the fall.
Oh, I want
Nice
seasons.
cool breeze.
Give me seasons, please.
It's good for photography. We got the nice forest. We got the plenty lakes. You could never go 25 miles in Michigan without seeing a lake. Oh, it's so beautiful. Especially in the wintertime, to see those nice crystallized snow fall slowly in the air as it touches the ground. You can hear like a pillow hitting your head. It's
I want
super great.
seasons.
It's
I don't get
beautiful.
seasons. I want seasons.
Highly overrated. I've lived in the Midwest. F that. It
Yep.
gets cold.
Yep.
The snow looks pretty for exactly 20 minutes. By the time you have to walk out in that shit, your feet get cold. You're like, why can I barely breathe? It's so hard to breathe. I can't take in air. F that.
Normal people are
You're just not
not
wearing
like
the right
that,
shoes.
Jackie. Normal people aren't like that.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
he
Do
doesn't,
Canadians
Matthew.
know what normal people are? Are you the
Most
arbiter of normal people?
are not that affected by the cold like that.
Yeah, you have thicker blood.
White people is what he means.
Yeah.
I like snow.
It
Snow
looks
is-
really pretty in all the Christmas movies.
Snow is beautiful.
That snow is so fake, though, Jackie. They filmed those movies during the summer.
Most of them are actually filmed in Canada, believe it or not.
Actually, they are. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, most of the United States productions are now in Canada. Like everything on the CW is filmed in Canada or Atlanta.
That's true.
It's either Vancouver or Atlanta. There is no in between.
Frank said, "Can we please switch Tootsie Cat to Licorice Cat?"
Why are you crying?
Oh, I know where they're going with this.
See, Notori, what did you do?
No,
Wait,
Notori, we like what Notori did. This is funny. He's original.
Greg said, "I'll take Massachusetts winters over Florida summers hand down." I will too because I don't like boob sweat.
Oh my god. No, Florida summers are the worst. Like, I hate summer so... Like, I can't stand the heat. Like, I am so bad in the heat. Like, I'm so depressed during the summer because it's so freaking hot and I can't go outside. Okay, yes, I see you. Hello. But it's just, I can't stand it. I would much... Like, whenever the winter finally comes and I get, like, 2 days of cold weather, I'm like... Give me my cardigans. Put on my boots. I'm like all over it.
Almost like you're Canadian at heart or something.
I am.
How do you not
I
like
am-
the hot months? It's great. The hot
hate
air
it.
and sweater
No.
is better.
Ugh, no. Because here's the thing. Especially here in Florida, there's only so much you can take off before it becomes indecent. When it's cold, you can put layers and layers and layers on. And nobody can tell your shape or whatever, but you can put all those layers on. When it's hot, like, I'm sorry, unless you live in a nudist colony, there's only so much you can take off.
I love
And
that.
then when you do take all that off, you get sunburnt.
Might I offer a
And
solution?
I'm white.
Live in Southern California. You don't have to worry about any of that shit.
Boo.
Oh,
Dude, when it gets
boo.
really cold here,
Oh.
I use a space heater.
Oh, how cold are we
Yeah.
talking about, Jackie? We're talking
What's
50
cold?
degrees. Oh, you poor baby.
No, seriously, the people in Florida, when it gets below 70, they like start crying.
Oh,
like whenever a hurricane comes, they're like, oh, it's only like a level, okay, it's a category 2. Okay, party time. All right, I'm just like, we're just chilling. But the weather drops below 70 degrees, they're like, oh my god, it's freaking cold around here. And they just like, it's hilarious. Where like me, I'm just like, I'm in a light sweater. I'm like, and well, some of my students are coming in parkas. I'm like, what?
Dude, I've seen
Yeah,
people in Florida wear like Ugg boots with shorts, and I'm like, is it cold or is it hot? What is happening?
It's a
I see
Yeah,
that
just
in-
wear flip flops. It doesn't matter what the weather is. People wear flip flops around here.
Listen.
Oh, and
if
when I
you
was
get-
We're
if it
sandals
starts to
people.
snow, you starts to snow and it's less than 4 inches. It's barbecue weather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In Michigan too, I've seen some kids in high school. They've been wearing shorts in negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, they've been wearing shorts with the mug boots.
Jamie, I do need to move. I need to get out of here. Please, somebody help me. Give me money so I can move. I need to get the hell out of
Greg's
here.
comment about if you're out for too long, go inside where there's AC. I don't have AC
Mhm.
because it usually doesn't get hot enough to actually really need it. Open your
mandatory
windows,
here.
turn on your fan, you're good. Like right now, I have a fan that's right next to me. It's on level 1.
Nope.
That's pretty much all I need. By the way, like the summer like is extended. So summer now goes to like October because, you know, climate change. Because it used to be like, oh, it'd be cooling down. Not anymore. But like pre-climate change, a lot of places, a lot of like apartment buildings and even houses don't have AC out here or heaters. We don't have AC or heaters because it gets hot, but only for literally like 2 days a year. Like it used to be like it would hit the hundreds. Like, okay, so we had a dry heat. So for a dry heat, all you have to do is be in the shade and drink water. You're good. You're not sweating when you go to the mailbox. Like, it's not the humidity that Meg has. So that's why we don't really care about AC that much. Now a lot of people are
It's a
buying
dry
small
heat.
units because we have like 100-degree days more. But yeah, I got through this entire summer. I don't think I ever once put my thing, like when it was hot, I went up to like level 3 on my fans. And I opened my windows and like opened the doors so that their air can flow. And I was good. That's it.
Jackie, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you care less about AC or AOC?
Oh, I definitely care less about AOC because I will use the AC in my car.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I also like the only heater that I have is this little unit right here, which I actually have right next to me because I use it as a fan sometimes because it has a fan thing. This is the only heater that I use at all in the winter time. And I think I turned it on like 4 times last year. Because the first thing I just do is like, you change your clothing, you wear the thicker clothing, longer clothing. Then you get a blanket or like a comforter. And for the most part, I'm good. And then like when you're like, okay, it's legit cold, then you turn the heater on. And like a little space heater, you're good. We don't have like central heat in most places because it would be ridiculous. And because we don't have to have like AC and heater, our electric bills tend to be a little bit cheaper than like all of the rest of you guys because of that.
It's okay. They make up for that in other areas where you have to pay lots of money.
I want to answer Deep Moody Purple Blues. Come on, Sabby, you're a masshole.
No.
You don't sport the shorts with the bomber jacket / hoodie. LOL.
Down.
No, because I don't like wearing shorts outside the house.
Me neither.
I don't, guys. I really don't like shorts. Like I get like those little I guess they call them cheerleading shorts.
Oh, down.
I wear those around the house, but I don't like wearing shorts outside the house. And it's just I don't like the way that shorts look.
No,
I feel like they
the
make
blanket's not there. No,
stumpy. I've always felt that way. I feel like I just don't like.
I don't like shorts. Mm-mm.
And then they don't come down long enough. They're either like too long or they're too short. And if they're too short, then you sit down and then your butt's touching the chair instead of your shorts. And if they're too long, then you look like you have on like, mom shorts or something like that. So shorts have never been my friend.
Like my thighs are too thick. I chafe.
Girl.
Oh my God. Like chafing's the worst.
What
Shorts
about
are not
capris?
the way they're supposed to be. I think this was about towards you, Jackie. Rome said, "Don't believe her, y'all. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200."
Why would it be about me? I think it's about you and your shorts not wearing.
No, he was saying like, "Don't believe her. It's hot in California." No, you can't
not that
go
hot
there. No, Ginny. No.
It's not like seriously, it doesn't get that hot. Like Arizona, New Mexico, and Nevada get way hotter than we do.
Yeah, it was very humid this summer in Michigan. Actually, at one point it was like 102 degrees, like heat index, like in terms of the field temperature. Like it was very humid too. It was because I play a lot of tennis in like the summertime when it's really hot. And it's really a lot of fun for me, but it was very hot.
Sorry.
Yeah, Eric, that's true. Because like when they make shorts for guys, they actually make shorts that guys can like move around in.
Yeah.
The
clothes for women are
We're talking about guys' clothing. Can we talk about pockets for a second?
Pockets.
For my job,
Pockets.
I have to wear black pants, right? I always wear men's pants for my job. And there are women's pants that like you can tell because if you look at the other women, like they wear women's pants, right? And their cell phones stick out of their back pocket. Like, so for their phone, you can see like this part of their
Mhm.
phone, like their whole phone's in their pocket. This is their pocket, and like that much is sticking
Mhm.
out of their pocket, right?
Yeah.
And then I put on men's pants. This phone gets lost in my back pocket, and I have to like dish around, like swimming around, and I'm like, pull back up. It is so the men's pocket, like it comes all the way up to here. And because it has so much room, it can actually move sideways and it can like fish around. And I'm like, what's going on? Because in women's pockets, we can't even fit the whole damn thing. And in men's, you can fit like 9 of them.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yep. Yep. No, women's clothes are not meant for utility.
Man, the first time I found a dress that had pockets, I was in heaven.
God. I bet. Dresses with pockets are my favorite thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. It makes me feel like a special kind of feeling inside. I'm like, yes.
I know, and like every single time you meet a girl who has a dress with pockets, you're like, "Oh, nice dress!" Like, thanks. It has pockets.
Thanks, it has pockets.
Yeah, a lot of women do that. Like, it has pockets. Rome, you are actually wrong.
get
It is
so
not
excited
women
with
that design
pockets.
our clothing.
What?
Rome said women design our clothing, though.
Nope.
No.
No, men design our
It
clothing.
is not women who design our clothing. It is men.
Mm-hmm. And they don't understand that women also need pockets.
Yeah, we do. I mean, like sometimes, like if you're going somewhere, you don't want to take like your whole purse, and you're just trying to take like your wallet,
phone.
your keys, and your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even still, like our pockets are so small, you can't, like in men's pockets, you can fit all of that in one pocket and your hand. And in women's pockets, you have to put one in one pocket, one in the other, and then like hope that there's enough room for your keys and your chapstick in the one.
Yeah.
Like,
and like some women's clothes have fake pockets.
Oh, that pisses me off. I take the scissors and just cut that little string. That's ridiculous. Because it's like it's a pocket there, but then they sew it shut. So
I do that too.
Nope,
Yeah.
fuck you, and I just take a razor, choop, 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 take it out.
Yep.
Eric said, "Put that on your dating profile. Must love pockets." There you go.
That's funny.
It is true. Oh, where did it go? He was talking to you, Jackie. Oh, he said, "It is true, Jackie. I have never looked at it. I never looked at it like that."
Are we talking about the pockets? Or I'm confused.
Yep.
That is true. A man did invent the bra.
That explains a lot. I'm just saying.
Bras are torture devices, just FYI.
I like that the end of that comment. I wonder if a woman didn't invent the bicycle seat as payback.
I just realized what time it is, you guys. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It is time for me to go, but I don't want to leave without Andy. I don't want him to come back and be like, "Hey, where'd everybody go?"
Quick, Meg, do the Canada whisper thing.
The Canada whisper thing?
Yeah, don't y'all have like a Canada signal, like the bat signal, but for Canadians?
What is that, like a moose sound or something? I don't know.
Maybe it's the sound of maple syrup being poured. I don't know.
I'm horrible. Just sing like, "Oh Canada,
poutine." Andy, poutine.
Oh, while you guys waiting on Andy, you can answer Notori's question. I'll be right. I need 10 minutes. Notori's question to all of you: what is your favorite horror movie? Mine is Tales from the Hood. I'll be back.
Yeah, so I don't watch movies, so I'll just let them two go.
To be honest, I don't watch that much horror. Of the horror I have seen.
There he is.
Hey, Andy.
Why did you come back after she left?
Let's see. Of the horror I have seen, what would be my favorite?
Get Out.
Get Out is a good one.
Poltergeist.
Honestly, I would say that I don't know that you would classify it as horror, but I consider it horror, and that's Terminator.
It's not horror. It's action.
I consider it horror. I mean, it's kind of falls into that horror. It kind of is a borderline because I mean it's basically about it's kind of a slasher movie. It's about a guy, chasing down a girl and trying to murder her. And he even, goes door to door looking for her and kills other women that have her name. And he's just like keeps stalking her until the very end of the film. It is kind of a horror movie.
It's an action adventure.
I disagree. I consider it horror.
I'm right.
Terminator 1 is horror.
Okay, let's look at the Terminator.
Ooh, 7 was a good horror movie.
What is the genre of Terminator? Let's look at what. The Terminator is a 1984 science fiction action film.
I still consider it a little bit of horror.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know. You weren't even...
It definitely has horror elements to it. But, okay, so a legit horror movie?
Yes. Ha! They live, we sleep. Nope, Meg is wrong. Oh, I love Deep Blue, Purple Blues, Showgirls.
Showgirls is a horror movie.
The Blair Witch was a terrible movie, and I thought it was more of a comedy than a horror movie. I don't know why my phone keeps falling.
Yeah, I need to watch more horror movies. Honestly, if I had to say just the horror movies with me, I really liked It.
You liked It? Okay,
I liked
is a
It.
horror movie.
I liked It. It Chapter 2, not so much.
Great.
I liked It.
Incorrect. Terminator 1 was not the best Terminator movie. Terminator 2 was the best Terminator movie.
2.
See? Now you brought Meg and I back online. We're in agreement again.
Oh my god, The Hills Have Eyes. Yes, Namor. That movie screwed me up. I didn't want to see that movie, but my friends forced me to go to the theater with them to see that movie. It grossed me out. I wanted to leave. I think we actually walked out of that movie because it was just so bad.
For me, I would say, since technically Get Out is considered a horror, that's one.
I do love that one.
Aliens. There's a lot because there are a lot of movies that I never really considered were horror movies until it's like, no, yeah, that was definitely a horror movie.
Does
like
Texas,
Sphere. I don't know why. I like Sphere.
Does
What is that?
Chainsaw count as a...
Yeah, that's horror.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is horror. So yeah, I like the sci-fi type of horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, Sphere, like Alien.
Okay, which one do you prefer, Alien or Aliens? Which one do you prefer?
It's been so long since I've seen the two, I get them confused. Which one? So the one where they realized that they were androids, that was the first one, right?
I don't recall.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to remember what happened.
Yeah.
In which
All
one.
I know is that the second one is all
Horizon.
I know is that the second one is where she where Newt was in it, and she was like, "Get away from me, you bitch."
Oh.
Yeah. So I like both of them. I don't. I would have to rewatch them to remember the difference between the two.
Casper
like
the Friendly Ghost. That's good realm.
Species, nah, not so much. Sphere with Sharon Stone. Yeah. Terminator isn't horror. No, Aliens actually is horror. Terminator isn't horror, but Aliens is horror.
Aliens is horror, yeah.
Yeah. So then let's see. Species, nah. Resident Evil. That's actually a pretty good one. Not all of them, but the first one I liked. I'm down with the first 3 Resident Evil movies, and then after that they just kind of, it's like, what are we doing? Oh, you know what's technically horror? The Underworld movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen,
I like the first Saw, but not really anything after that.
Please stop taking video games and making them movies, for the love of God.
Right?
Stop it. They're terrible.
Well, how are you going to make Gen Z get into movies then?
I don't know. Saw. Yes. All the Saw series.
I can't watch Saw. I can't watch torture porn.
Well, that's why the first one was different, because the first one wasn't torture porn. It wasn't. It had more of it was more of a psychological horror.
Yeah.
But then after that, I think 3 on, it was just torture porn. The second one had more elements of it, and then the third one was just oh, let's just take out all of the story part, and then from here on, it was just torture porn. Good
Jamie,
video
which
game
one
movies.
do you think are good video game movies? Like the only one I would classify the best video game movie of all time is obviously Mortal Kombat,
Wait, which one?
Which one?
the original one.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, no, no.
You know what? I will
That's
give
the
her
closest
the
one to a
original.
video game.
The original Mortal Kombat, like the one in the 90s, is way better than the bullshit we just got this year.
Look,
It was campy as hell, but
the
come on.
acting was bad.
It was
I just-
campy.
I don't know. The acting was really bad. I'm a Phil American said, you guys play games in here? If so, what platform?
I don't play a lot of games. But whenever I do, it's like I actually do like fighting games. So I like Mortal Kombat and like Injustice. I love the Injustice games, and I enjoy Tomb Raider.
Oh, in terms of video games, I like playing Rocket League. So if anyone wants to like play with me, just DM me because I need people to play with so I can get better.
I like playing like I'm old school. I like playing Mario. Tetris is still till this day my favorite video game. I can play it for hours and hours. Love it.
Jamie's comment about Mortal Kombat, absolutely correct. Mortal Kombat was the first good video game movie, and the soundtrack was Everything Just Moved. And the soundtrack, I was in the middle of reading it, and it went, boop, gone.
I told you the chat moves so fast. That's what I
Yeah.
was
The
telling
soundtrack was
them.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like who doesn't love that?
Test your might. Test your might. Mortal Kombat.
Over here.
Get over here. I love it.
Finish
Yeah,
it.
honestly, the best part about the new Mortal
Fatality.
Kombat movie is the callbacks to the original Mortal Kombat movie. Get over here. He said it. Like, that was...
Yeah. No, it's funny. I put out a video on my dog's TikTok of my two dogs fighting to the Mortal Kombat theme. It was funny.
Oh, look at Eric Thomas's question.
Oh,
Do
let
you
me
think
see.
music was better in the 70s, 80s, 90s than now? Yes.
I gotta find that one. He said music or
Music.
Music. Yeah.
Oh God, yes, new music sucks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Listen.
I used to work at a coffee shop whenever I lived in Tampa when I was in college, and the manager and she and I got along really well, and we would play music in the office during our shift, and we would always be like competing about which decade had the better music, the 80s or the 90s. And so we would like one day we would play 80s music, one day we would play 90s music, and be like, but yeah,
I mean, you
music-
can't go wrong.
yeah.
80s,
You really
90s
can't.
music, even 70s. You're good.
I love
You're
good rock music. I love classic rock music.
Yeah. I like Queen and like
Oh, I love
Led Zeppelin. Like
Mm-hmm.
you just can't, like, nobody makes music like that anymore. It's like timeless music. And a coworker of mine one time introduced me. She was like, yeah, I forget the rapper's name, but it was a rap song, and literally the song was, I'ma wash those dishes, I'ma clean those clothes, I'ma wash. I was like, what the hell happened to
Yep.
rap music? This is the
Hashtag
best we could come up
That's
with.
A guy had housework to do. I can write a song while I'm doing my housework.
I mean, damn, anybody could have made that song. I will wash these. Frank said, thanks for the super chat. The question, when do we start the revolution?
now.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Now. The revolution starts now.
Can you guys give me 10 minutes? I have to go to the bathroom.
Diapers, Andy.
Andy, I've never seen this side of you.
Time for a revolution. I gotta pee. Wait.
You get some diapers and come on.
No, I'm serious, Miguel. I'm gonna wash those dishes. I'm gonna clean those clothes. Like, what the heck?
Honestly, I like music from all of the times up until the right until the 2010s, and then I'm like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah, it's
anything.
just bad now.
Yeah, like even like the 2000s music, it was very emo, but I kind of dug it.
Yeah, like Greg said, 50s, 60s jazz is his favorite. I like swing music, which is from like 20s, 30s. Like 20s, 30s, 40s. I love
Oh yeah, that
kind of
big
music.
band.
Big band. Yep.
Ooh, love that big
Miller.
band.
Remember, remember that
Had to be a
song? That
band,
guy,
right?
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Remember he had that song. He said, "A little bit of Monica in my
Oh
life."
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lou Bega, Mambo number 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that
that was the
song.
90s, man. That was the 90s. I was
Yeah,
that came out around the same time
had a
as
swing resurgence.
yeah, that was around the same time as Living the Vida Loca. Ricky
Yep.
Martin.
You know what was cool about 90s for music? That, like,
Yeah.
in the 90s, every like music
Ska, man.
genre had its chance to shine.
Yeah.
All of them. Ska.
Yeah, oh yeah, that big band resurgence in ska, man. Oh, that was
Because
fun.
No Doubt originally was a
They were
ska
ska.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah. They went through some real major changes, so
Yeah.
through their time, right? Like No Doubt came out with some really great music, just upbeat, kind of like a pop rock crossover type stuff. That was some great stuff. The whole 90s grunge,
Such Trapped in a Box.
like the
Pearl Tragic
Jam and
Kingdom
the
was such a good.
Soundgardens, they were some really interesting stuff as well. It was 80s was kind of a strange decade to go through because there was a lot of changes, because music didn't change for quite a while. Like the rock scene was pretty much everything through the mid 60s and 70s, and then the disco took over, and that's basically the time that music forgot. But the whole new wave with the B-52s and the punk with the Clash and all of those bands, the Sex Pistols, it was a really interesting time to be alive when that music was coming out, because it really tested your ability to change with the times and a lot of new stuff coming out. And that's right when MTV came out and the music videos. So that was a whole different aspect of music that we never had before that, right?
Yeah.
And that is when Prince
DMX.
and Madonna and Michael Jackson took over.
Yeah. Ramsey
before-
R said DMX. Earth. Don't get it twisted.
I'm about to lose my mind up in here.
DMX took like sayings that people would just say to each other and make songs.
Right. Although I don't like that Yin Yang song, the Yin Yang twins. That played at every single school dance.
Yeah, I know. Look, where's
To the
JB?
window. To the wow.
Nope. No.
I played it every single school dance.
Where is JB when you need him? Because you and JB are in Florida, and I know you guys probably get tired of hearing Floor Rider.
Oh, Flo Rida? Yeah.
Them apple bottom jeans.
I like that song, actually.
With the fur.
The whole club was looking at her.
Oh,
so you've just proven musically that California is better.
It's different.
No, let's remember Tupac was East Coast first.
Oh.
I don't listen to rap, so that whole East Coast West Coast thing didn't really work for me.
Oh, damn.
Sorry. I listen to country though.
I listen to country too. Jackie, no.
Old or new country?
No.
So because I'm old, I tend to listen to. Why are you laughing, Sabby?
No.
I tend to listen to country from like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And then when I listen to like rock, I listen to it from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And then when I listen to pop, I listen to it from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Basically, you got like 30 years where I'm like locked in. I listen to other music from before then. Don't ask me about any artist.
I don't like country at all.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I like very little country.
I
listen
like
to country all the time. I love Miranda Lambert.
I like Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, and
Tim McGraw's okay.
Come on, Tim McGraw was like. Tim McGraw was like. Remember, Tim McGraw did that song with Nelly.
Oh yeah,
no,
he did a song with Nelly, the Over and Over song.
Yeah,
but he did do one with Florida Georgia Line. May we all?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
And Zach Brown Band, but some people don't really consider them country.
I love the Zach. They're totally country. I love the Zach
Yeah,
Brown
absolutely.
Band.
A little bit of chicken fried. That's country music.
That's come on. That's an awesome song. Cold beer on a Friday night.
Oh, it's still here.
Pair of jeans that fit just right.
Although there's that one song that everybody's using on TikTok right now. That's that country song. That's like I keep seeing it on the Applebee's commercial too.
Which is
I can't really sing it. It's like something with like whipped cream and like if you saw it on TikTok, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that song is on." Everybody's using that damn song.
I'm on TikTok all the time. I have no idea what song you're talking about.
Like I can't sing it, but there's this country song that I hear all the time on TikTok. Everybody like.
Is it a new
Matt
song?
said
It is.
He's gonna decide what's country. Matt was
Old
like,
Town
"I'm
Road
making
counts."
decisions."
Yeah,
Thank you so
I'm
much
gonna
for the super
take
chat,
my
Frank.
horse to-
I worked
The
on a
Old Town
movie with
Road,
DMX
I'm
and
gonna
Snoop and a horror starring Snoop.
Wait,
Wait, what? Frank said, I worked on a movie with DMX and Snoop and a horror starring Snoop. Well, when was this?
Yeah,
What?
Snoop did a horror movie several years ago, like a while ago.
I remember DMX being in a movie. I feel like
DMX
I remember
was
that.
in Romeo Must Die.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
What in the world?
Um,
Thanks for letting
Motown was
us
good,
know.
Rome. I like Motown. I still listen to that.
Eminem's opening a restaurant?
See, okay.
What?
Ramsey, you said you like Justin Timberlake. There are reasons. I like his music, but Justin Timberlake, the person, not a good dude. Can't do it. Sorry.
No, I mean, come on. All of his music is such. He stole that shit. That is
ahead,
just.
girl.
That is
He stole
appropriation.
literally he's straight up appropriation, and then he turned around and talked shit about the people he appropriated, for
Go
which
ahead,
he would
be
not have a
gone with it.
career without them.
Plus,
Go
he's got
ahead, be gone
got a
with it. Go
tick in
ahead,
his
girl.
box.
Man,
Saturday Night Live.
like literally most of the I feel like most of country music, like what they were talking about, like the rural and party music, like the Toby Keiths and all that shit is like it's either like it's all drinking, it's all like I love this bar, appreciation for the military.
I love this bar from Toby
Red
Keith.
Solo.
Hey, that's a fun song, though.
Choruses.
And like so my red solo cup. I mean,
love
come
it.
the fuck
I was gonna
on.
say he has a song called "My Red Solo Cup." No
I mean,
lie.
come on. It's all drinking songs, military appreciation, and like rural, like dirt roads.
You forgot one, Meg.
Oh yeah, and my dog died and my wife left me.
Oh,
No, you forgot my pickup truck.
Oh yeah, my pickup truck. Oh god.
No, there's one called.
Like there's so many that they're like
You
I
would
hate
love
Toby
Maddie
Keith
and
so
Tay,
much.
because they did a song about that.
I hate Toby Keith so much.
Well, you would love
Yeah,
Maddie and Tay.
he's a
They
bit of a
have a
dick.
song called "Being a Girl in a Country Song."
Okay, I'll listen to it.
There's a song called "Honky Tonk Badonky Donk," and it's
Yeah.
I forget
Oh my
the guy who
God.
sings it, but he's like that.
Oh yeah,
honky tonk.
Trace Adkins. Trace Adkins.
There you go. Yeah, and that's just about booty.
That is all about booty, yeah.
So there you
There
go,
are
RJ.
so many songs in country music that are just about booty. So many.
And beer.
Tequila makes your clothes come off.
Yep.
When I'm
That's Brad Paisley. I love Brad Paisley.
tequila.
What's the one that goes way down?
Isn't that Brad Paisley?
Way
Yonder
down.
on the Chattanoochee.
It gets hotter
Yeah.
than Coochie's coochie.
Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Alan
Well,
Jackson.
we're down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than Hoochie Coochie.
How
Oh,
did you get
God.
by with that song?
We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. Got a little crazy, but we never got caught.
See, Jackie knows.
I do.
Okay, Sing at Night, I definitely have appreciation for Johnny Cash. Who doesn't have appreciation for
Yeah.
Johnny Cash?
Mm.
Thanks for the super chat, Frank.
Mhm.
Directed by the fab Ernest R. Dickerson. Thanks so much. We learned a lot tonight. Okay.
Oh, Phenomenal Mysticism likes Brad Paisley. He's awesome. My favorite song of his.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Tori is right. Whiskey Lullaby is a good song.
That is a good one.
Whiskey Lullaby is a good song. My favorite Brad
And I
Paisley
do love
song
Shania Twain, by the
is
way.
the one where
She's
he
She's
was
a good
the
Canadian
girl
girl.
fishing.
I like that song by Bebe Rexha and Georgia Florida Line. I forgot that. What's that song?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's meant
I
to
don't
be, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No idea.
Because when it's meant to be,
You've heard
it's
it,
meant to
Jackie.
be.
You've heard it.
Yeah.
Baby, when it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Meant to
Meant
be.
to be.
Meant
I
to
think
be.
so, yeah.
That's by Bebe Rexha and Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, Shania Twain, her very
Maybe
first
that's it.
album, I had that album.
Oh, I remember that.
She's Canadian.
Shania is to
She
me
is
one of
Canadian.
the artists that was overplayed.
Yo, listen, Shania
It's like-
Twain like went through like a setback
That
because
don't
like,
impress me much.
Yes, Mutt Lang.
she went through a setback because she found out that her husband was sleeping with her best friend.
Mhm.
Mutt Lang,
Yeah.
it's a
And like she
famous
just stopped.
record
She said she
producer.
couldn't sing. After that, she couldn't
Yeah.
sing anymore.
But she did do a comeback. She
Mhm.
she left him, moved on, married somebody else, and then started doing tours again. And
Yeah.
she did a
Toured with the
she did
Doo
a
But
Wop.
yeah, that first album though, that was really her chef's kiss.
Yo, don't forget Alanis. Just JC said Alanis is Canadian too.
Mhm.
Yep.
She
Yes.
Yeah, but she's
Jagged
not
Little
country.
Pill is still one of my favorite albums.
That
Did
was
you
like-
know that was based on Dave Coulier?
Yes.
That's
yes.
nuts.
That's a rumor, but
No, apparently
No,
it was
that's for
confirmed.
real.
It's based on Dave
Yeah.
Coulier.
yeah, You Ought to Know is based on Dave Coulier, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That's one of the best breakup songs ever.
yeah. Oh yeah. That song is
Ooh.
brutal. That song.
That
is
gets my
brutal.
blood boiling. It really does. I love that album.
Alanis Morissette was on tour recently in New England, and I was like, Alanis is back. What?
Yeah.
She was God in
In the 90s,
Dogma.
yeah. Oh yeah, she was God in Dogma.
Hey Meg.
Echo
Yeah.
cancellation.
I have echo cancellation on. I
Greg
don't know who
says
that was.
Greg
Oh.
says that was debunked. It was debunked? No, I thought that was about Uncle Joey from Full House.
I heard it was debunked too, that it wasn't actually true.
Oh,
That it was just a
okay.
rumor.
Jamie said Alanis confirmed that rumor.
Oh,
recently.
did she recently? Oh, okay.
She let all these years go by?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what.
That is the best album, though. I love that album.
Mhm. Remember Ironic? Isn't it ironic?
Has no irony in it whatsoever, which is really what's ironic about that song.
My dad loves that song. I don't know why.
I really liked Hand in My Pocket.
hmm That's another good one.
Mhm.
Again, nobody makes music like that now.
Mm-mm. No, like good kind of grungy. Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I dug it. And I
March
loved Nirvana,
14th.
too. I loved Nirvana.
March 14th, 2020, Alanis Morissette reveals her song You Ought to Know was a revenge fantasy that stopped her from smashing up someone's car after her ex, Dave Coulier, insisted the track was about him.
He's Canadian too, right?
He is.
Damn.
Yeah. And then for a while, she was dating Ryan Reynolds. They were engaged for a bit.
Who didn't date Ryan Reynolds?
He actually married Scarlett Johansson.
He did. That's true, Andy. You did not date Ryan Reynolds.
Greg says, what was everyone's first concert? Mine was Bush.
Oh, good. That's a good one. Like, honestly, mine, it was not very impressive. Like, you'll probably laugh at me, but it was for my sister's birthday. We got her tickets to see Ashley Simpson. Yeah.
That may be the widest thing about you, Meg.
I don't want, like, it wouldn't have been my choice.
RJ, what's the artist that I've never heard of that you first saw?
I don't know.
I don't go to a lot of concerts.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
have
it's
money.
somebody I've never heard of because you're only about 20 minutes old. So, and
I don't really
we've
go to
established I
concerts.
stopped listening to music like a long time ago.
I don't really go to concerts, so.
Man,
First
RJ.
major concert
is-
I ever went to was in 1981 to see the Police.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, you saw Sting?
Sting and Stewart, and it was amazing. It was an outdoor concert. It started at noon and it went till about 2:30 in the morning, and we just sat in the dirt and smoked weed and just got real high and saw about 15 bands, and the Police were the last ones that came out. It was amazing. First, I was 15 years old.
So what was yours, Sabby?
I'm sorry. Notori's comment.
Before the nose. Before the nose. It was her first album.
Yes. I was going to mention that her first album was very nasally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It was her first album. Yeah.
My first concert, and people are going to laugh, but my first real concert, was the Backstreet Boys.
Nice.
No, that's
respect.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was the Backstreet Boys. You know, and now that I know how some of them stand politically today,
do I even want to know? I don't think I want to know. Don't ruin that fantasy for me.
If I go to a concert again, I might have to wear like a communist T-shirt or something.
My first concert was Travis Tritt.
What?
Wow.
Did you think I was kidding when I said I listen to country music? Like what?
Wait, like
wow,
like mullet Travis Tritt?
Yep.
Damn. Oh my God, Rome just did the same thing.
Question: was he wearing black leather pants?
I don't remember. I know he was wearing. I think that was during his like jean jacket phase.
Okay, because the reason I asked is I'll volunteer at a big country music concert that's about an hour and a half away from where I live, and he's performed there twice, and both times he wore the same black leather pants.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, I don't get to go to a lot of concerts. I don't have a lot of money, but though I have seen 30 Seconds to Mars a few times because I got to go to a couple of free concerts because they played at my university when I was in college for free, and then I got to go see them during Mardi Gras at Universal Studios. So those were fun times. The 30 Seconds to Mars is really good in concert, and then I also got to go to like the 97X Music Festival in Tampa, and during that day I got to see, I think Sublime might have been there. My Chemical Romance was there. And My Chemical Romance is so good in concert. And that was when they released the Black Parade. So that was a good time. And Neon Trees right after they released the album that had Animal on it. So there were some good bands at that one.
The first time I saw 30 Seconds to Mars, I didn't know who 30 Seconds to Mars was. It was like, it wasn't their tour. They were opening for Incubus. And I was sitting like fairly close, and I was like, that guy looks familiar. And then as he kept saying, I'm like, that looks like Jared Leto. And then he jumps off the stage and runs. I'm like, that's Jared Leto, because he like runs like right up to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's totally fucking Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's funny because like during the concert, like he'll come out in like a big jacket and everything like that, and then like slowly throughout the concert, he loses layers and layers until he's like shirtless.
Yo, a lot of people don't know that Jared Leto is in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
He's
he's a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
Because he not only writes like lyrics and music for 30 Seconds to Mars and also plays guitar and does vocals. He also directs their music videos. Mm-hmm. He's an Academy Award winning actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like he's insane. Yeah. Anything he tries to do, he's instantly good at it. He's like almost 50 years old, looks like he's 30. Yeah. What the fuck?
He's in the band with his brother. Yeah, the guy on the
right is his brother.
Yeah. His brother's Shannon. Yeah.
Shannon, which is hilarious that a dude's named Shannon.
They had good genes, listen. Okay? Mm-hmm. They had good genes. But I think he looks like that because I think part of that is his diet.
Mm-hmm.
He's admitted that he's not strict with his diet though, because he's like, he calls himself a chegan because he like cheats at being vegan. Yeah,
that's funny.
He's admitted that he's like, he's predominantly vegan, but he eats whatever he wants. So,
I'm a Phil American. I'm going to push back on that. I don't think he was given the opportunity to be a good Joker.
Oh Lord,
Leto didn't ruin Joker. You know who ruined? You know who ruined that whole experience? Like not just the Joker, but that whole Suicide Squad movie? Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why everybody's crying about the Ayer cut. Because
Man, they cut so much
the
of him out of that
performance
movie.
that he put in was chopped up. The majority of his performance is on the cutting room floor. On top of that, like the movie that Ayer turned in is not the movie that was released. So if we would have to actually watch the Ayer cut, similar to how when we saw, like a lot of people didn't like the Justice League because it was crap. But then when we saw the Snyder cut, despite the fact that you could have easily cut an hour and a half out of it, it was much better than the Justice League. So we would need to see the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad to know whether he actually did a good job.
Yeah.
And from the little glimpse that we got from the Snyder cut, he probably did a lot better job than we thought.
Yeah, I actually, whenever I saw that scene at the end of the Snyder cut, I was like, "That's funny."
I'm sorry, that's funny.
I dig it. I really do.
It's the hardest thing I've ever
had.
98 Degrees, man. You know what was messed
They don't
up
get
about,
enough cred, man.
You know what was messed up about 98 Degrees? Unfortunately, they came out after Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And
They got buried. Yeah.
Exactly. Like their songs were still good, but it was like they were like the third one to come out, so they didn't get as much attention.
Yeah, exactly. True. But I mean, I did enjoy that scene in the Snyder cut with that he added in with Jared Leto, because I was like, okay, I'm seeing at least what he could have been doing. Because I thought it was at least interesting. I would have liked to have seen more of it.
Yeah, that's why everybody wants to release the Ayer cut. We want to see what actually happened, because we can't really judge the performance.
Yeah, because you didn't get to see it.
We got. Yeah.
Well, why did they make him look like a hipster Joker?
Because the way that Ayer thought of him in his head is that, whenever Joker was created, he was created as a mobster. It's like, okay, so what is a modern mobster? It's a gangster. So he was trying to make him look like a gangster with like all the tattoos and everything, and the flamboyant dress. But yeah, I mean, it was a little over the top.
Well, I remember when Jared Leto was Jordan Catalano on My So-Called Life. That was the first time I was introduced to Jared Leto.
I was introduced to him in Fight Club.
Don't tell anybody about Fight Club.
That is true.
First rule of Fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
his pretty little face got bashed in. Angel face.
I got a roll. I got a podcast to publish. So I
need to roll too. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Me too, because I have movies to return before 9.
It's an hour past my bedtime.
24 minutes.
RJ's like an older man in a younger man's body.
I've been struggling the last 45 minutes.
He's getting lower and lower in his chair. Like you can even barely see this mask now.
Oh, RJ!
He's a little dude. Young people have really early bedtimes.
Oh,
I worked today. I'm tired.
Yes, also that. I didn't work today, but I didn't go to bed till after 7 a.m.
Interesting.
So,
wait, you were still up last night?
This morning. Yes.
Yeah, she was still talking to me at right before she went to bed.
That's why I looked at her.
She was talking to me before I went to work.
Yeah. It was your fault that she called me.
Yes. So
thanks so much for the super chat, Rome from Noli D, but from Rome, with love from Buddy Rome. All right. Yeah, it is time to roll out. Guys, thanks so much. I know this was like a last minute stream, but I didn't want to keep people hanging after the interview. So I didn't want to do you guys like that. But thanks so much for coming to hang out with me, guys.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Thanks for having us.
Can we do some plugs?
Yeah.
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a plug today. I just released my episode of Robert Durden from the Political Fight Club. It's on Rockfin right now, and it's also on YouTube. Also, clips have been released today and all the way up until Wednesday. So check those out. It's a very nice episode.
Yeah, RJ, don't talk about Fight Club. Even Political Fight Club. You don't talk about it.
I have a plug. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you where to put it.
The outlet?
Okay.
The real question is, how good is he at getting it in the proper holes?
I'm an electrician.
Oh my god.
Oh
Poor
my
Sabby.
goodness,
She's
guys.
like, what did I do? Why did I let these people come on my show? This was a good, wholesome show.
Savvy said, I want to pay attention to my guests, especially us, because we can't be left alone.
And we thought Rome would be a problem.
And here's the thing, I was just about to say, like, at least, like, everybody knows what I mean, but I said it in a way that is perfectly YouTube friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, you're not going to be demonetized because of talking about plugging holes.
Oh, Notoria's back with her Tootsie Cat.
Thanks,
Tootsie Cat.
Notori. I'll be borrowing that from now on. I'll make sure I give you your credit first on Twitter when I use it.
Isn't that an Elton John song, Tootsie Cat? Well, that's
Oh,
not
I know.
No, that's
I know Tom Jones, Pussycat. Oh.
No.
What's new, Pussycat?
What is the cat in that song? In the Elton John song? Now I can't hear the word before the cat. Now I have to look it up. Thank you, Andy. Shit.
Meg, you have anything you want to plug?
Weird Pilgrim. What's new, Tootsie?
What's new, Tootsie Cat?
Honky cat. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Honky cat.
Get back. Get back, Tootsie Cat.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I have my show on Sunday. I don't know what exactly is going to happen yet. But yeah, so show on Sunday. What? Oh God, what? What?
I was gonna say you should have a latest. I'm not gonna say it.
I should have what?
No. I'll tell you
Jesus.
later.
Yeah, so I have my show Sunday at 6, so definitely tune in for that. Then Jackie and I will have Nerdolitics up on Monday. It's going to be a pre-recorded episode because I have to go to the doctor. So we'll have that up on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I have an interview coming out with Sarah Bene-Weiser about the economy of visibility and why some feminisms circulate more than others.
That'd be interesting.
Andy and Jackie?
There's a real weird silence right now. Sorry, point that out.
Was it uncomfortable?
Awkward.
Yeah.
My mouse has disappeared. Puss in Boots is stuck up on the screen because my mouse has disappeared.
I hate when that
Your
happens.
wait, are you saying that Puss in Boots scared away your mouse? Is that what you're saying, Savvy?
RJ is like, oh my God, am I the only mature person in the room right now?
I don't know that it's that he's mature, it's just he's really sleepy.
I'm very tired.
See?
Oh, okay, I found
Eric.
my mouse.
Plug the void.
Is that like Stella getting her groove back?
Oh my God. I gotta go. I gotta go. I got to go.
Okay.
Does Puss in Boots know Tootsie Cat?
What's new, Tootsie Cat?
I would just like to remind you, Savvy, that you invited us on.
I did.
You fool!
This is actually all on the Tory band. That's gonna be stuck in my head.
Thank you, Notori.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming on. I'll see you guys again next week, Monday, on my channel. Tomorrow I'm gonna go see the Red Sox play the Yankees.
Ooh, fun.
This is do or die, literally do or die, because if they lose, it's over for the Red Sox. It's over. But they have a chance.
Okay, so the Yankees are gonna win.
No.
Don't put that out into the universe.
Well, I mean, like, I only liked baseball for like a year, and I was a Yankees fan.
Oh my God. I think you just were you a Yankees fan or did you just like Derek Jeter?
Yes.
I grew up as a Blue Jays fan. Are you surprised?
Come on, Jackie. What about the Dodgers?
I'm one of those people who like winners. So I was a Yankees fan, I was a Patriots fan, I was a Cowboys fan, I was a 49ers fan. And if you know football the way I do, you know exactly how I'm going. I'm going back. So like
I was a Blue Jays fan. Is anybody surprised?
It was Dallas Cowboys,
No.
it was Patriots. So yeah.
We're just hoping that the Yankees and Red Sox beat the crap out of each other for 3 games so that the Blue Jays can just slide right into the playoffs. Hello.
Okay.
Go Jays.
All right.
See, that's
All
the
right.
thing. You guys have all of this like localized pride, and I'm here
raised
to be chaos.
Although I do love my
not-
Lightning now. I love my Lightning. My Lightning are good.
Jackie, you have the Dodgers and the Lakers.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the thing about Southern Californians. Like, we have all kinds of teams. We don't give a shit. We still we don't have there are some who have local loyalty. There's some people who love the Dodgers, some people who love the Angels, whatever. But a lot of us are like, no, I like this team. I like the Yankees. Why?
You should like the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
That's hockey. I don't know if you've seen me lately, but I'm not really a hockey fan.
I do hockey.
I love hockey.
You also live in Boston.
That's true.
That's right.
My main sport is football.
Down at the Bruins. Down at the Bruins.
And the Lakers, we become Lakers fans when they win. Like when it's the playoffs and they're up, that's when we're like, hey, and that's when we're all proud to be Lakers fans, and that's when we bust out the jerseys and all that. And do you think I'm kidding? Ask Southern Californians. We largely don't give a shit. Okay, so there's a thing.
Unless you're Martin Scorsese.
Or Jack Nicholson.
Or Jack Nicholson, yeah.
Most of us tend to show up and say it's baseball, so Dodgers game. You show up in the 3rd inning, you leave in the 7th. Okay, everybody's trying to beat traffic. So you get there and you're like, yeah, that's the game, and then you leave. And with basketball, nobody gets there before just before halftime. And then if they're losing by quite a bit, you're like, fuck this, I have other shit to do, and you leave. Unless it's if it's something the playoffs or something, that's when it's oh, you show up on time and you stay for the whole thing. We're literally fair weather people. Our weather is fair and we are fair weather. It's a thing. It's okay.
See, this is what happens.
See, Miguel, Jackie is speaking facts. That's how we roll, man. Because we have things to do. I'm sorry. There's so much shit to do.
Yeah,
we don't have time to waste if you're going to lose.
Drive.
Yeah. Although Miss Sabby up here has a longer commute to work, apparently.
Yo, what the hell? The traffic is twice as worse now than it was before COVID.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Because one of my other coworkers told me she got on the commuter rail and she said she has a seat to herself now. She used to never get a seat. It used to be that packed because that's how the trains are usually packed. So that means more people are choosing not to take public transportation since COVID. So I'm just like, why the hell does it take me an hour and a half to get home?
Yeah,
an hour and a half. That's worse than the traffic that I have to deal with. So, and fun fact, because I'm from LA and I understand, I get it. There are literally millions of people all trying to get someplace at the same time. So I understand why there's traffic in LA. But if I go to some podunk little place, I'm like, y'all only have 20 people. Why are all of you in front of me? It just drives me nuts. I can't stand traffic.
True story. No, that is so
true.
That is so true. I deal with the same thing. Whenever I was living in Tampa, the traffic didn't bother me all that much. Whenever I'm home with my family, I'm like, why is everybody driving like a fucking idiot? Whenever I'm driving in Tampa or Orlando, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get that we're all going to Disney. I get that y'all are all going to Disney, and I have to get through all this shit. I get it. Yep. But whenever I'm in my small town, or even on the drive to just to get the I-4, because it is so congested. And that drives me crazy. Whenever I'm on the actual interstate, I'm like, okay, this I get. But on the main highway, I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
I hate roads.
I hate roads.
Yeah,
especially one lane roads where you can't pass.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah.
But like if I'm in traffic on the freeway and I know, like it's like when you live there, you know the times
Yeah.
that there are going to be traffic, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, you just know, like, okay, I need to get to this certain point, this certain part of LA.
Have you
I
just
have to
decided you're
leave
going to bed?
before noon, or else I'm going to get caught in any kind of traffic. But if I leave after 2, just add an hour. Like just how long it could take me an hour to get there. Now it's going to take 2, because now you're in actual traffic, and that you're screwed. But with me, it's like during traffic, I'm
watching.
either on the phone or I'm just like singing along to the radio and I'm chilling because it doesn't bother me because I'm like, there are literally millions of people on the same roads. No big deal.
You were a
But-
black dog on white sheets. Seriously.
When I Meg is over there being dog racist, but when I get
Just the problem is I just washed my sheets. I'm waiting for my blanket to get out of the dryer, and Ginny got up on the bed. She's a black dog, and she's laying on my clean white sheets.
Why the dog gotta be black? I'm just kidding.
Look at her.
And on that note,
She's so happy. She's so happy though. I don't want to. I can't be mad.
if I don't move, Mom won't see me.
Aw, look, all the tension's on her.
All right, it's time to head out because it's almost midnight. But Notori did say one last thing. Can you all say Tootsie Cat at the same time?
Okay,
Who's
ready?
gonna do the count?
3,
Who's
2, 1. Tootsie Cat! We tried.
Are y'all actually gonna do that?
We tried.
We
Try it
tried.
again. We could do better.
Welcome to dog television.
I keep it juicy, juicy. I keep that on. Yeah.
Oops.
We tried. All right. Thanks so much for coming on, guys. We're heading out. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.